Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys this morning? Thank you for coming out on this Wednesday. It is the hump day. So thank you guys for being here. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. I just want to say hello real quick. Clyde Broke again, Diva. It is so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thank you for being here. Indigo, you should see something by Monday. Thank you for being here. Lovely Day 54. Hello, how you doing? Just Net. Hey, how you doing? Truth and Reason. Is that no? Truth never fails. There's a truth and reasons too. I'm sorry. Never fails. It is so good to see you as well. The real K Fit. Hi. Hi, how are you? Um, M. Renee, you should see something by Monday as well. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Queen Diva, hello, how are you doing? TH, good to see you. Madison W, thank you for coming in. I saw a view as a view earlier. Good looking out, girl. Good looking out. Okay. Um, there was someone in here called Respect My Neck. I only respect necks if they're not black. So that's the only way I can respect your neck. Bitch, I'm here for the beginning. Girl. Well, so what you saying? You gotta run. Who was that on you the other day? Oh, sassy. Well, I have a meeting. You fake meeting whore. Somebody was getting on sassy, and I was like, my God, why you hating on the girls' meeting? Hey, Sophie, good to see you. Hey, Miss LA, Miss LA. It's odd. I was like, did I block Miss LA? Because I could have been behind in the chat. Because sometimes if I'm late to the chat, I will rewind it and I'll put it on double time to catch up to, so I'll know what people are talking about. So I don't be like, ooh, what happened? What y'all been talking about? So I was like, well, how is her comment on the screen and I don't even see her? So I'm glad to see you, Miss LA, is my point. Okay, Barn Dog, good to see you, Miss Jones. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're going to talk about something. And unfortunately, hey, Brick Girl Haley, I'm going to have to get in some R's this morning. Okay, what is Sassy talking about? Oh, why they be mad at my meetings though? I don't know. But I found that the strangest read in the world. I was like, my goodness. Okay, so. Okay, I spoke to everyone. Okay, if you haven't hit the like button, could you please hit the like button? I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so I also want to remind everyone of my perfect pet competition. It is June 8th. That is a Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Central Time. There are two different competitions on this day. One is a performance and command test, obedience test, and the different competition is the beauty competition. There are two separate prize pots. Winner takes all. We have a score rubric for our judges, and the chat also gets to vote. We will tally the scores, and the person with the highest score in the obedience portion will win, and the highest score, of course, in the beauty section will win. The obedience session it consists of completing 3 commands of your choice to your pet, or if you have an unconditional pet that does not perform obedience trick, if you can send them through an obstacle course and they complete 3 obstacles, we will tally up the scores from those 2 competitions, and the winner of you can enter either or. You can enter both competitions. You can enter just the beauty competition, just the obedience competition. So bring your pets out. It does not have to be a traditional pet. If you have a pet that you can send through an obstacle course, or if you have a pet like a pet snake or something like that you want to show in the beauty competition, bring your pets out. All pets are welcome. are welcome. And if you know anybody in a different sector that has a pet, it was a couple of people in other sectors who had missed it last time. You can remind them. I would greatly appreciate it. Good morning, y'all. Good to see you. Just lovely. Oh, she is beautiful. Just lovely. Yes, she is beautiful. Okay. So, Love Blake, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so we're gonna get into some things this morning because okay, I'm not going to lower myself. I am not going to shrink myself to make anyone feel better. This is what I'm not going to do. Hey, detach myself. I am not in the business of it, and I'm not getting in the business of it. It is what it is. Things are what they are, and I'm not going to shrink any accomplishment I have to make a sorry person feel better about themselves. Okay, so let's do this. Hey, Donna Hughes, how are you? So let's do this. Somebody alerted me to something that they said that I may want to hear. I'm not going to play the content on here. See, I figured out a way to do the content and not uh, play the content. Okay, so let's do this. Here we go. So it has been brought to my attention that the non-binary fella and the yellow midget over there had the nerves to be talking some stuff about me. So about this competing and all of this, and I'm not competing with you. You're trying to compete with me. I've already made my mark and I'm already doing what I'm doing. You were the one who came in here, and let's be clear. We know how these hating bitches in the beef sector do. We know that we know the tactics of certain hating bitches. So motherfucker, there has never been one day that you have done a live where you beat my numbers. And you think I'm going to shrink myself down because you haven't? You think that you saying that I'm trying to compete with you when my numbers has always surpassed your own? Who's competing with who? Are you serious? Do you think that you said something real slick by saying I'm trying to compete? So let's review what was said. We're going to review exactly what was said. Okay. Hey Voodoo, how you doing? Okay. You guys are still speaking. Hey Angie. Angela T. White. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So if you guys want to hear what was said, just let me know. If not, hey Ebony Diamond. Good to see you, Ebony. Poll. A poll for what? What do you want the poll for exactly? To see if you guys want to hear any uh I'm gonna say what I gotta say anyway, but I don't care. But what do you want the poll for though? Okay, I'm still waiting to see what Just Lovely wants the poll for. And while I wait, I will pin my link. Um, I, I'm I'm just pinning it. I'll let you know when you can hit the link because I just want to get this out of the way. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, let's hear it. Okay. Let me see what you're saying. Speaking, more speaking, more speaking. Good morning, Ronnie Q. Hi, mods and everyone in the chat. Happy Wednesday. King's Mina, happy Wednesday to you as well. Poll, like the video or not. Oh, I didn't put the poll up there. I I think you're saying where's my poll that I usually have. asking if you liked the video. I didn't. I forgot to put my poll up this morning. Hey BJ, but if you would please like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Truth and Reason. See, there's Truth and Reason. I spoke to you earlier, but it wasn't June. Hey, Truth and Reason. Okay, let's get it with the content. Okay, so here I am, and I get a notification to go to a particular timestamp on a live from yesterday, and I'm going to act out the parts and tell you what I heard in this content. Okay, let's go. One second. So we're about to shift gears. It was never a competition. It was never a competition. Ooh. So we're gonna talk about our show, as it relates to Ness, as it relates to Jay Dunn, and I guess Ronnie Q, and I guess Dovey, which is crazy. Ronnie Q, by the push of talent, is in competition. Okay, so exactly how would Ronnie Q be in competition with you when you are not any competition for me? Let's keep going. And then here goes the yellow midget. Well, not really. I mean, in her mind, because when Ness was talking about the competition. Okay, so Ronnie Q is in competition with you because when Ness was talking about the competition, Ronnie Q in her mind. Okay, let's break that down. So this is someone with a doctorate degree, allegedly, but I hear it's from a paper mill. So do better, bitch. Okay, so allegedly, because Ness was talking about a competition, Ronnie Q, in her mind, thinks that she's in a competition with motherfuckers who has never gotten my motherfucking numbers, bitch. Are you crazy? Who motherfuckers who had to sit up under a bitch licking under they big fupa and shit to get put on, bitch. Motherfuckers who have to sit up there with 5, 6, 7 motherfuckers to do commentary, bitch. Motherfucker, I'm not in competition with you in the first motherfucking place because you showed that you can't even compete the first time you decided that you needed not one but two co-hosts to motherfucking garner your show. The first time you figured that you needed a motherfucking bitch to sit on your panel from the B sector who you were paying, bitch, you are not my competition in any way, motherfuckers. That's why you took them fucking sorry ass numbers down from that last show that it's under construction that you had to motherfucking tear down. You tore down that last little show you had and shit because your numbers were trash up against mine. Okay, so you under construction and all this shit, and you came back for what reason? To have the same type of motherfucking numbers, bitch. Who the fuck you think you fooling? Who the fuck do you think you fooling with your bullshit? Hold on one second. Let me remove this. Because, see, these motherfuckers sitting up there mad about it, bitch. See, Ronnie Q knows the program, bitch, and you need to get with the program, bitch, because you got on the losing team and you thought that you was gonna do some real big things. Okay, so this is your motherfucking episode 1, bitch. 1.8K. This is the same day for me, 2.1K. There, here you go. Your episode let me see, your episode 1 and 2. 1.4K for episode 2 on the same day. Here is Ronnie Q, 1.9K. Motherfucker, get with the motherfucking program, bitch. I ain't never thought you was no competition for me. What I knew was a motherfucker set you up on the okie doke like they always set motherfuckers up on the okie doke, bitch, nigga. That's what Ronnie Q knew. You got set up on the okie doke, and even that fucking soggy ass bitch sitting up on your panel don't make it do what it do, bitch, because she's a boring ass bitch within herself who has to have the entertainment come and sit on her motherfucking panel, bitch. But see, if you knew anything about the B sector, you would have already known that shit, you sorry motherfucker. And then you got the nerves to be sitting your sorry non-monetized ass up on a panel telling Lovely Love that she didn't hit your cash app. You sitting on somebody else's panel talking about who ain't hit your cash app, bitch. You the paymaster, motherfucker. So why should Lovely Love be hitting your motherfucking cash out when you always turning your nose up at Lovely Love, bitch? See, if you'd have been watching the B sector, motherfucker, you wouldn't have been spewing out good money for bad, bitch, because you ain't got nothing in return but your channel demonetized and begging from the likes of Lovely Love, bitch, and sitting up here acting like Lovely Love should be honored to cash app you because you some elitist motherfucker, bitch. If you don't go sit your sorry ass down, motherfucker, shut the fuck up talking about me. And let's get to this motherfucking MBK, because you already got your fucking ass cussed out yesterday by Nika, and I hated that she got to you before I could get to you. I had started to go live yesterday, but it's like, fuck that shit. My lives is my life. I started to go live yesterday, but you set your ass up here, and let's hear what your funky ass said, MBK. Okay, let's keep going. Ronnie Q was trekking. What the fuck is trekking? What the fuck is trekking? Ronnie Q was trekking. No, motherfucker, I was putting a foot in your ass. That's what I was doing. I was doing me and doing well at it. Let's keep going. Like, wait a wait a second. I'm in second place. No, nigga, I'm in first place, motherfucker. Because Ness and Jay Dunn was a fluke that Jay Dunn set up because she's mad because she can't hit my panel. Because Jay Dunn feels like I need her. Bitch, I don't need your fat, funky asshole. I don't need none of you motherfuckers, bitch. I'm doing my channel, my way, my thing, bitches. The fuck out of here. Jay Don, what the fuck good are you to me when motherfuckers paying you to get kicked off of panels? Where is the asset for me, bitch? Are you fucking crazy, hoe? Okay, let's keep going. Wait a minute. I mean, in her mind, because when Ness was talking about the competition, whatever, I'm doing air quotes, the competition or whatever, Ronnie Q was trekking. She was trekking like, wait a second, I'm in second place. Wait a second, what you mean, my? I ain't said what. I mean, like she really think is she competing with us? No, I don't think I'm competing with anyone. I'm my own competition, motherfucker. You don't know? See, I wasn't raised like these low vibrational, low self esteem having hoes that you used to being around here, motherfucker. See, because the simple fact that you put out of your motherfucking mouth that talent had anything to do with me thinking I'm in a competition shows how silly you are. See, because you're the one who want to suck talent's nut, not me, motherfucker. Talent already heard me say what it was, motherfucker. I already knew what it was, motherfucker. You think somebody got to break something down to every woman in the B sector, bitch? Are you fucking crazy? Me and Talent saw what it was, motherfucker. I don't need Talent to break no shit down to me that I already know. And motherfucker, if I need a man to motherfucking spark some fire under me, it's laying right in my bed every night, bitch. So Talent don't spark no fires under me. Me and Talent saw you for the fuck shit that you tried to pull, bitch, and you can't pull it off, ho. Okay, let me continue. Now here come this short motherfucker. Here come this one. Here come let me say, where is my motherfucking visual aids? Now here come this bitch. Now, I MBK, you really fucked up. See, because I knew you wasn't shit fucking with this motherfucker in the first place, because water seeks its own level. And then plus ZX was your man. But you had a conversation about a topical issue that was outside of the beef sector. So I gave you grace and I said, well, the only person I can see is MBK because he can talk about topical issues and things that matter. And then you gonna turn around and say this shit. See, I didn't give you nothing, and I saw you in my chat, and I said, well, yeah, I'd like to talk. I was talking about the Russians who opened up the vault and had all those historical paintings and artwork released with which depicted Jesus and everybody in the pictures as black people. See, I was talking about some real shit, and you were commenting back and forth with me, motherfucker. I'm not talking to you about no beef sector shit, because bitch, you don't know shit about the beef sector, motherfucker. You sitting up there talking about your motherfucking side piece, bitch. I don't want to talk to no nigga about no motherfucking side, bitch. Are you serious? See, that's what you're talking about. But if you want to talk about some real shit, I gave you the opportunity to come over here and you can talk about some real shit when I'm talking about some real shit. I do beef sector shit too, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't need no motherfucking babysitter up here to guide me and tell me where I'm right and I'm wrong, bitch. Let me tell you, you little short motherfucker. You set your funky ass up there. Now, here's what this bitch had to say. Okay, here we go. Yesterday, now there's no competition, right? You guys are the leagues, the major place we are trying to exist in. I think it's kind of obvious if you go live, you're gonna have way more number than us. The competition is in your mind. When you say something as crazy as you going into competition with us, what you're telling us is you feel bothered by us and you feel you can't compete with us. Well, bitch, when did I ever say I was going into competition with you? Because, bitch, my motherfucking lives have been going on at the same motherfucking time since that vlogmas for Christmas, bitch. This is the time I've been going live, bitch. When did I ever say I was in competition with motherfuckers who ain't never beat me in the numbers? So in essence, what you're saying it to yourself. You feel that you can't compete because anytime you bring up competition, because you're not my competition, bitch. Why would I bring up competition to motherfuckers who can't compete? Who with motherfuckers who got to fucking pay bitches to sit on their panel? With motherfuckers who got to pay people to share them out? Bitch, you ain't competing with a goddamn soul. The fuck out of my face. And let me finish. That's what it really says because there's no reason the United States should be telling Puerto Rico, I'm about to go to war with you. Okay. So the United States. So this is your grand comparison. This is what you're gonna the United States shouldn't be telling Puerto Rico that they're going to go to war with them. Well, why would the United States go to war with Puerto Rico when Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, a territory of the United States, dumb bitch? So this is your analogy of why it doesn't make sense because you can't make sense even in your fucking analogy, you slow bus bitch. That shit's supposed to be worked out. So I get where Ronnie Q's going. No, you don't get where Ronnie Q's going because bitch, you the only one who said something about a motherfucking competition, ho. You get where I'm going. Like Ness and Jay Dunn was here when we started this shit. They all was part of the reason that people was fucking with us. You say Jay Dunn over here, you see Ness over here, you see Bree over here. This the reason we fucking doing it. And there you have it. Yeah, that is the motherfucking reason you doing it. And one of the bitches is the reason you doing it at 4 o'clock a.m. they are the reason you're doing it. And motherfucker, you couldn't do it without them. But that ain't my story, motherfucker. That ain't my story, bitch. They ain't got to sit on my panel and babysit me to still get lower numbers than a motherfucker who sits and stands alone and can talk about shit other than the beef sector. And Code, you got your motherfucking nerves to use some hood sounding voice when you were repeating what Ronnie Hugh allegedly said, motherfucker. When I said none of the things, but motherfucker, let me ask you this, you sorry piece of shit. Let me ask you this. You sat up there and talked about how the music industry, while it's aimed for adults, it's really aimed for children. And my son, he even hits me up on that Kendrick Lamar and that Drake stuff. So let me ask you this, you dumb bitch. Let me ask you this. So what did your son, your 8-year-old son, have to tell you about this, motherfucker? What did your 8-year-old son have to tell you about this? Okay, let me find it.
Shooting outside music star Drake's Toronto mansion has left a security guard seriously wounded. Right now, investigators are looking for the gunman. Police are using video footage obtained at the scene to investigate the 2 a.m. drive-by shooting. The security guard was shot in the chest, is hospitalized in serious condition. It is unclear whether Drake was home at the time. Toronto police acknowledge there is a rap feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, but say it's too early to determine.
Okay, so they said that there's a rap feud between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. So what did your 8-year-old child tell you about this rap feud? Since you seem so disinterested in parenting your child and letting rap feuds parent your child, bitch, and get on the internet and actually say it, and get on the internet and beg money from Lovely Love, from Lolo, and all these people telling them as they hit Lemon's panel that they ain't hit your cash app. Hit your cash app for what, bitch? Is it their fault that you can't keep your motherfucking channel monetized because you stealing everyone else's content, you sorry bitch? The fuck you talking about? Look, motherfuckers, stay your fucking simple asses over in the zone where you belong. Cause bitches, you neither of you can compete over here, motherfuckers. Get on the motherfucking channel and do some fucking content of your own, motherfuckers, without being carried throughout your whole show, bitches. Get some motherfucking numbers. If you want to talk about competition, don't put it on me, bitch, because you ain't my competition. And that's it. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of comments. I see 87 comments that I've missed. Okay, let's go through the comments. Let me close out these. Sorry. And Ghetto Intellect. Okay, Ghetto Intellect and we have good conversations and everything. Ghetto Intellect, I respect you. I respect you because you sat there and you said, I like Ronnie Q. Word up to Ronnie Q. She do some good content. See, you didn't fall for the okie doke. So I'm gonna give Ghetto Intellect his props as some silly ass bastard sat up there and talk dumb shit. All right, let me see what you guys have to say. Hey, Grish, how you doing? Hey, Aaron Collins, excuse me, guys, for all the cursing, but hey, Super Chat, thank you for being here. Super Chat, VS3, thank you for being here. The word of the day is mofo. New York City Mayor Hochul said black children don't the world computer mean don't what black children don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Don't know what the word computer means. Is I think that's what you're saying. Black children, what they know what tablet means. I know they know what that means. Okay, let me see if anybody have anything. Okay, you guys are not adding any comments to that. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. Hey, Miss Toby, how you doing? Walking in the room slowly. Good morning, Ronnie Q and chat. Child, I feel like I'm late for class. Okay. Okay. No, no, I'm just talking about the bullshit that motherfuckers try to put on you and try to play in your faces with their bullshit. So it's no class. Okay, these men with Mike are mush mouth in general. They say a lot, but don't be saying anything at all. Don't be fooled, ladies, because they can enunciate. I definitely agree with you. Okay, anyone I miss, I was in the kitchen making coffee. Okay, okay, okay. Lovely love, girl, you better tell it. Lovely love, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. They acted, lovely love, you didn't give me a cash app. And somebody said they were going to send lovely love a cash app. And then he said, yeah, send it to lovely love so she can send me half. I was like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, who the fuck are you for lovely love to send you a cash app? Because you so stupid that you got your own page demonetized by stealing other people's content. You don't have to pay them ask for it back. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I was going to walk around one more time. Go ahead, girl. Girl, go ahead and get your walk in. Not the sorry piece of shit. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion. Okay, good morning. Good morning, foot soldier. How you doing? The queen before you reacts. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, you talk too much. How you doing? Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything because I always miss a whole lot of stuff. And then when I go back on the review, I finally see you guys. Okay. Um Damn, damn, damn. Hey, no pressure. How you doing? Okay. So, hey, Geechee girl, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Hey, view. Hey, view. I saw your message earlier. I had went in and I had corrected it, and then when I came in to start up my live, that was the first message I saw. Good looking out, girl. That's what we supposed to do. Have each other back. But yeah, I saw it. Thank you. Okay, okay. So let me see. Hey, T. Did I speak to you, T. Evans? Good morning to you. I guess they're gonna find out today. I think they will find out today. The simple fact that they are so enamored with Langston, and I mean with talent, and they probably don't even know his other name is Langston. God forbid. So I may tip somebody off in saying that they were talent and sassy. That at the beckon of talent, she's doing this, that, and the other. Child, it's a lot. It's really a lot. These fucking ignorant fools down here running amok. Hey Charlie, good to see you. Good morning to you as well. Okay, so let me see what else I wanted to talk about. I had a couple of things I wanted to talk about. View, you driving. I didn't know they let you behind the wheel, view, with that bad foot. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, sunshine. View, your foot better. I hope you are good enough to be out there driving with your foot. I'm just kidding, View. I know your foot should have been healed a long time ago. So let me see what else. I ran a little long yesterday. Let me make sure I talked about everything I wanted to talk about on yesterday. Okay. Mm-mm. Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson. Okay, so if I have a mod in the chat, y'all, if you're still here, can you please drop Spill It Boys Treasure Lane channel in the chat, just in case you guys didn't see it and want to see it. I don't know how long it went on, but usually I will, if I'm late, I will watch it and red ball it back and watch it. But unfortunately for this one, I couldn't do that. I was in there, I came in about maybe 10, 15 minutes in, and they were talking about that Shawnee O'Neal's husband, who really, in my opinion, disrespected that the woman who was loudly praising God. And they also there is also a clip out of Shawnee, I forget, Hendrick, what is his name? Hendricks or Henderson or whatever, who she's married to. There's also a clip of her and him at the Tamron Hall show. And Tamron Hall brings this up to him. And did you guys see that? If you guys want to see it, just put a one in the chat. I will pull it up for you guys if you want to see it. I don't have it pulled up right now, but there was a woman praising God, and he was all, in his deep spirit, and he was singing a song, and he had started in on this solo song. He's the pastor of a mega church, and they're on this big full circle stage, and this lady, she is quite loud, and but I thought that's what ushers were for. Then he starts singing, and then all of a sudden he turns around and he walks up to her as he's singing. He snaps his finger like she's a pet or something and says, "Stop that, quiet down, yo, quiet her down." And I was like, excuse me, like, where do they do that at? And then he starts to walk away from her. I want silence here. The only thing I want to hear is the voice of God. And then he starts singing again. So is he the voice of God? Since he wanted silent, but then he immediately starts up with his fucking song again. So was it about only the voice of God being heard, or you was messing up my solo? I was having a moment here myself, but you can't praise God. And then you have Jay Wilson on the panel. Well, it's just the flock is supposed to be obedient to the, I forgot what term he used. Basically, he said the parishioners are to be subservient to the pastor, and whatever the pastor says goes. Like, it's not about this woman praising God. It's not about any of that. And then so when they're on the Tamron Hall show, they come up with this. Well, been having this issue with her for over 4 years, and we've talked to her about it. And at that point, I had to step in and say something in the middle of church services. You had to say something, or you could have had a talk with your ushers and had it prearranged that if this happens, can you please escort her out? But no, you had to chastise a grown woman in the midst of praising God. So it was just a lot for me. And if anybody thinks anything different, you guys can have. But it was just so painstaking to see Jay Wilson sit up there like he's the arbiter of everything about church. Well, some of these people in the church, they just be faking. And I knew this one lady, I had to get her together because she hadn't taken her medicine, and I had to quiet her down. I was like, of course, Jay Wilson would be all okay, a-okay with women being verbally assaulted and humiliated in public. Who is surprised that Jay Wilson would not be okay with that? Okay, so did you guys see that? Okay. I call BS because you don't control how the spirit moves someone. That is my point as well. Okay. So Miss LA hasn't seen it. She wants to see it. Public humiliation. That's how them cults start. Public humiliation. I'm getting better, still under the weather. Oh, I didn't know you were sick. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. Exactly, Ronnie Q. That happens to my stepmother, and she left the church after 12 years. It was really ridiculous. Jay Facts. Jay Wilson is a misogynist. Thank you, QI. Okay, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. He was wrong. Okay, I definitely agree with that. I did not like how he did that at all. I just really didn't. I mean, if it had been a problem for 4 years, it seemed like you would have figured out a better way to do that via your ushers escorting her out until the spirit has passed through her. You didn't have to humiliate that woman. I mean, the snapping his fingers and pointing his finger at her. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. Okay, James had to get me together because I was going. I was going to go off on Jay Wilson. Oh, you hit the panel too, because it was just ridiculous. And Jay Wilson down there. Oh well, I can see it. I understand it. Okay, Yaya has dropped the link for Treasure Lane. He did that live last night. So if you guys didn't see that, go check it out. Motherfucker Jones in the building. He could have he couldn't have shushed my praise. Yeah, okay. Gotta go. Have a beautiful day. You have a beautiful day as well, Angela. Okay, let me see. I love the hilarious and smart commentary. Hi, Jazzy. How are you doing? Okay. I forgot Shawnee O'Neal is a preacher's wife now. Yes, she is. Okay, let me see. So, okay. Just because he's a pastor doesn't give him a pass. He should have known better. I definitely agree. Jane had okay, I saw that. Okay, so yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. And what else happened in the beef sector? Not much that I saw. Aisha was given Nika's platform to get Brooke together. So Brooke had come out and she accused Aisha of being a perk head, accused Aisha of keeping it a secret that her husband allegedly had left her because of her being a perk head, and said all types of things. I didn't know. I just didn't know where this came from. I had no idea. Like, why is she on Aisha? And I didn't even know they knew each other. Chatted with each other because they have such different personalities to me. So I didn't even see. It seemed like to know that her husband left her, you would have to know her other off of YouTube, because that's not a YouTube thing to know what's going on in Aisha's marital life. So for Brooke to come with that, I was like, what is she talking about? Aisha seems like she's homely, not in a bad way. She doesn't. I was surprised when Aisha hit Lady Nika's panel to address it, and she actually said she was outside hitting a joint, a blunt or something. I was even surprised because Aisha seems like a real timid, homely church type of person. So Aisha went on Lady Nika's channel yesterday to address Brooke, and what she told Brooke is that she has some videos of her own, and she told Brooke that if you say one more thing about me, I'm gonna pull out the video of you sniffing something up your nose. And then she also said that I couldn't hear what she was saying exactly. She said she had another video or something. I couldn't make it out what the other video was supposedly about, but she said that she had up to 3 videos that she could release on Brooke. Okay, I'm a few minutes behind. Mary praise Mary. Uh, my praise is my praise. I definitely believe that. Okay, let me see. I bet he treats her that way. Okay, he could. Yeah, so that was something that went on with Brooke. Okay, let me see. Keenan, yes, Keenan Henderson, I think is his name. Keenan needs to sit down. He must have forgotten he has X tapes out with what? With the same mm, how humiliating would that be if it were leaked? I did not know that that preacher had those types of tapes. I didn't. I am so I am really so turned off with these modern day preachers and religion and mega churches and all of that stuff that I did not know that at all. That's interesting. Okay, he was supposed to stop what he was doing and let the spirit have his way with that lady. And that's what most pastors do. They give reverence to the spirit. They don't expect to people for people who are in the spirit to give reverence to their little solos. It was just ridiculous. It really was ridiculous. And then the simple fact that Jay Wilson contorted, twisted, and turned his way every which way he could to say that he was right in doing what he was doing. Hey, Film Noir, good morning to you as well. Hey, Brown Sugar, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Mike Lewis, what are you talking about, Mike? Good morning, Ronnie Q. Before you ask me what I'm cooking, making Jamaican brown stew chicken. Well, that sounds lovely. That sounds really delicious. What I was thinking, Brooke husband Malik was in the other con. Wait a minute. What I was thinking was Brooke husband Malik was in other content creator and had never and he never acknowledged the last baby that Brooke had. But that ain't got nothing to do with Aisha though. Yeah, that has nothing to do with Aisha. So I get what you're saying, but why was she on Aisha? Now, what are you talking about allegedly, Grish? Did I miss something that Grish said? Oh, you're talking about the tapes. I think you must be talking about the X tapes with the same X. That's allegedly. Good morning, the hood table. Good to see you. I used to be a patron of LR, and he had the videos there. That was a few years ago. Oh wow. LR, that must be Larry Reed. I'm assuming that's Larry Reed, LR. Pastor is a messy lying scammer. He keeps bullying the same sex women for clout. I definitely believes that. It was just I couldn't even stick around for the panel. Hey, Strictly Platinum, and I really am not gonna go to watch the rest of it because he was just up there, just trying to sound so sounds such like a church fool sitting up there excusing everything and referring to the pastor always being right, and that's his flock and that's his church. Well, if she didn't like it, she could have went to another church. Well, it was going on for 4 years. Okay, so what we do know is that he went on the Tamron Hall show and said that it had been going on for 4 years and that they had talked to her on several occasions. But I don't know if that's true. I do not know that if that's true. Okay, I know that's what he said, but I don't know if it's true because let's be real. We know that he's in damage control right now. So did we hear this from the woman? No, we heard it from him, who's on damage control right now. So there's that. Okay, so that's all I got to say about that. And yeah, so okay, you were saying that it's alleged. Okay, I get you, Grish. Thank you for helping me remember to say that. That's very important. Okay, so yes, and constantly coming at Tracy unprovoked. Well, oh yeah, thank you for saying Tracy. So also Tracy was her regular, normal old Tracy self. So Jay Wilson was all, talking all of this little slick stuff to Tracy. So Tracy get on her live and she goes, "Well, Jay Wilson, what if I call your father and tell your father you're gay? What are you gonna do about that?" And then here comes Jay Wilson with his low tone and serious. Now he's serious. "Well, Tracy, all I can tell you is the law is for the lawless. You can't go around messing with senior citizens. That's against the law. It's against the law to tell your father that you're gay. um, it seems like you want to pretend as if you were living a gay lifestyle since your 20s, so surely your father know. Even if you're still in the closet, your father should surely know. Okay, you're like Lindsey Graham, you just haven't found the right woman yet. Your father thinks that. Your father thinks you're the next Liberace who just haven't found the right girl to settle down with in your late 50s. Child, bye. Okay, so that happened as well. So that was a thing that happened. I'm listening. I got to go take a shower. Girl, TMI, TMI. Hey, Royalty, how you doing? Okay, so let me see. The church ain't what? Uh, these churches ain't nothing but the club. Uh, Now nobody following these Gucci clad fools posing as preachers. Yeah, I definitely say the same thing because it's a bunch of BS. I can't get with it. I really can't get with it. Okay, the Umar sector, beef sector, pistol whip the Umar boys. Okay, yeah, yeah. There's that. Here's Sassy. Let me see what Sassy's talking about. Oh, oh, and let me talk about uh this motherfucking thing right here. A whole motherfucking what is this thing? And it is so properly named. What is it? What is Klingon? Let me talk about this motherfucking Klingon right here. Okay. Hey Sassy, how you doing?
Hey, Ronnie Q, hold on, hold on. Let me see what time it is. Cause you know what? Do you know what?
Mm-mm.
I got a meeting in the ladies' room.
Dun dun
I'll
dun.
be back real soon.
Uh-oh,
Meeting
uh-oh.
in the ladies' room. Maybe if I start
Dun,
talking about
dun,
meeting in the
dun.
ladies' rooms, then perhaps they won't be so fucking bothered, you bitches. Go ahead, Ronnie Q.
What's up, Sassy?
Girl, nothing. I'm off today. Bitch gotta go get her women's health check and go to the dentist. So I'm off, bitch. I'm up, bitch.
Well, I'm glad you got your coffees too.
Yeah, girl, you know I need my coffee now, honey. You know I need my coffee. But I was like, yay, that's what I was saying. I'm here from the beginning because, girl, when I have to go to work, I don't be up by the time you come on. So I'll be having a replay.
Oh,
So but yeah, but it's funny how the body works, honey. They know you ain't got to go to work, and I'm just up and alert, honey.
be ready for it. Be
Ready.
ready to go
Uh-huh.
all
Uh-huh.
day
Ready to do
long.
nothing all day.
Oh,
Okay.
when it's time to go to work, you be like, oh God, it's just Wednesday.
Baby, I be still listening to rain videos. Do you hear me? I was up today. I was waiting. I was up 30 minutes before you came live. I was up. I was waiting.
What
Okay,
were
go
you
ahead.
waiting on? What were you waiting
You,
on?
you.
What did I do?
Nothing. I was just waiting on. Can I just wait
Oh,
on? Can I just wait on you, sister?
yeah, you can wait on me. You can wait on me. Now, what do you think about did you hear my comment? Well, you were waiting on me. Did you heard
Hmm.
my commentary? Because
Hmm.
it really kind of like pissed me off that okay, you heard why it pissed me off. Okay. So
Yeah,
it
I predicted
now
that it was going to piss you off. Me and Langston
oh,
talked. Me and Langston discussed it pissing you off. But go ahead.
mhm. Okay. So what now what do you okay, have your say on the situation. What do you think? Of course you don't have to agree with me, but I'm just saying this is what it sparked in me.
Yeah, I mean, it would have pissed me off, right? If I'm doing, hey, royalty, hey, foot soldier, hey, everybody in the room that I didn't get to speak to. But yeah, it would have pissed me off too, right? I mean, I've been doing my thing. I'm chilling. Um, and here you come, making trying to spin all these narratives, but it just goes back to they don't know the sector, right? And so they make all of these insertions. And then unless someone corrects them, they just fly with it. They just go with it, and it becomes their truth. So, I mean, I totally got why you were upset about it. I was happy that Langston inserted himself, if that's what you want to call it, and said, hold up now. We got we got somebody else that we need to, consider here." Um, and so, yeah, I mean, they're just very, very pompous, and that, oh girl, I didn't know because I don't watch them typically unless they're on the beef sector channel. I didn't know that he said that. What did he say? That Langston had to show you something?
Yeah, I think I'm in competition because Langston prompted me due to Langston's prompting or something. And like I listen, let me tell you something. He is so enamored with you and Langston that he thinks that Langston has to come down here and drop breadcrumbs so the idiots can follow. I saw you a mile away. I saw you a mile away, and the only conversations you, me, or Langston or like-minded people had to say, "Yeah, I see them a mile away." Hold on,
Mm,
Lovey Love's in the back. Okay, let
okay.
me let her up. And
We about to take a hard left. Y'all put your seatbelts on.
Lovely Love, don't let us take a hard left. Hey, good
No,
morning, Lovely
it's
Love.
just me. Y'all go ahead. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear after I get out the shower. Okay.
Okay, girl. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Okay,
Sassy Boo. Hey, Ronnie Q.
how
Hey,
you
Chat.
doing?
I'm
Now,
doing okay.
so Sassy, did you guys have to guide me to understand any of this? Like Grish knew. Grish saw them the long way. I mean, it's like they act like everybody was so enamored and in awe of them and all of this type of stuff. I mean, like, so
Well, that's just the game, right? It's a gaslighting game, And then also, when you're that type of severe narcissist, everything is about you. You know what I mean? So it's just, and then also, when you're that type of toxic masculinity, it's always the man that showed you the way. Remember that nigga showed me the way. Code showed me the way. Here I am dating somebody
how
like Langston for years, but bitch, you showed me the way.
But wait a
I
minute.
don't know you.
Calls came in out the gate, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I know I heard it, and y'all know. I'm gonna tell y'all. He said, "Oh, we gonna fuck these black bitches up," and I think he said it like that because I don't do quote for quote, but it's in that same scenario, and I was like, "What?" And
Mm.
then I just sat back and I watched, and that's what they did.
but
I
what
mean,
now?
they
Wait a minute, Lovely. Just let me be clear. Now, I've heard something along the lines of this. Are you saying you heard this with your own ears? And if so, where
yes,
about do you think you heard it?
no, I heard it when it. This is like when they very first came in. And I was like, who is this person? Because, I be creeping around here. Y'all don't even know I be creeping. And he was talking to, oh, who is he talking to? I can't remember who he's talking to, but it was on his panel because Brianna was like, oh, y'all go subscribe to him. That's when he first came out. And I was,
Well, mm,
go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupt you.
Oh, and so, and it was on his panel. He was like, they was talking. It was him and two other mans or something like that, and they was talking. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't believe they was doing that. And nobody didn't catch it, and I caught it." He was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna get these hoes, these black bitches together." I was like, "What?" It was
No,
something to that effect, but I don't know. I can't do it quote unquote,
I
but he
understand.
was trying to,
That's
yeah,
how you took it. That's how you took whatever it was. It put you in the
yeah,
mindset of him, meaning that by it. Okay, so I get what you're saying. You're not quoting him, but
okay.
that's what it put you in the mindset of. Now, lovely love, I want to ask you a question. When you came up on that panel, not even to talk to him, how did it make you feel, or what did you think? Because hadn't he said some disparaging, like poo-pooed you away, like you're a nobody and like you are unimportant in the past? And how I'm asking that, it's a two-part question. And how did it make you feel when he said you ain't cashed out him any money?
Who was that?
Code said that to you on Lemon's panel last night.
Did I cuss him out?
No, you was like, well, you said something like, well, I haven't sent anybody any money recently or something like that. And then somebody said that they were going to send you money, and then he asked you again. He said, well, Lovely Love, she can send me half of that, whatever you sent to her.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I was fucking with Lemon, and I've been trolling Lemon for like 2 days. I was like, nigga, I started off at 20 and I got at 10. And then Dimples came out and said, oh, I'm gonna give you the money, Lemon, to give Lovely Love. And after that, I was gone. I don't know if I said anything. Girl, look. hmm
Well, he
I don't
did. Now
know.
what? Okay, well, that's what he told you.
Don't
That's what he
tell me
told
that
you.
because I'm finna clown his ass if he did. Um, no, I don't.
Now, what do you
Look,
think about
girl,
him? What? Okay, so have you had any contact with him, where he kind of like shoot you off and like oh girl, I ain't even bothering with you.
No, they
I
don't fuck with me, and I don't fuck with them because they some
okay.
fuck ass niggas. You know what? And when you tell black bitches, and then you dealing with motherfuckers, and I'm just trolling Lemon, and Lemon is a punk ass nigga too. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna keep it right here. Lemon is a punk ass nigga. He just sit up there and let them motherfuckers talk about our ass, and then he be like, "Oh, I'm asleep." No, bitch, you not asleep. If you know what, you get tired, you take your channel down. You ain't gonna keep on saying you fucking sleep. He know what the fuck he doing. And if anybody, you know what, I love me some Lemon, right? But guess what? Lemon is an asshole. He don't even know how to live, what to live. He just going with the goddamn flow.
He just go on with the flow. That channel is going. I mean, but he it does what it does, and he get his regulars coming back
But it
over there.
makes me mad though that you not monetized and you just clear. I mean, you just send up for the airway and you ain't even there, bitch. Don't do that. That ain't a content creator. I mean, if you sleepy, go the fuck to sleep. I can understand we all done it, went to sleep before. But bitch, you up on here every day, 10, 11, fucking 12 hours, and you got the most views because you got other motherfuckers up there doing your goddamn show. That's what Pizarro used to do. I mean, it's like a rotation of bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't got time for this shit.
Now, Sassy, do you hang out at Lemons?
I do occasionally. Uh-huh.
Now,
We
there is like certain portions that you can hear. It like ebbs and flows
Mm-hmm.
to things that you can listen to, and then it erupts into chaos and a whole lot of stuff that you may not understand. I don't understand. I guess you have to be around there for a minute to continually hear these other stories. So, how do you fare in Lemon's chat? Because I know you guys have a history.
Oh, I mean, you mean as far as like trolls or him, or what do you mean how I feel?
No, as far as enjoying it or listening to it or visiting. I know you guys have a history. So
Yeah, but it's
what do
not
you?
like a volatile history, so I'm fine in his.
Right,
Yeah, I'm fine in his chat.
right.
Nobody bothers me in his chat.
Hmm.
The old Avatar Nation who like me still like me, and the ones who didn't like me still don't like me. So you know what I mean. It's not a volatile chat. That's for sure. Not for me. No. And
Right.
I mean, I'm still the same Sassy. I talk shit if I want to. I talk shit to Lemon. I mean, yeah, it's still the same Sassy. So I don't have it ain't no big deal. But I do want to point out that the Queen says that I see Fatty made his way to y'all sector, another weirdo that come from Lay Peef Network. They come from Lay Peef Network. I'm not sure what Lay Peef Network is.
Who is Fatty?
So I was on my way to sleep last night. And well, wait, did I see him on Brianna's? Because it doesn't seem like I really watched Lemon last night. Was this dude Fatty on Brianna's, y'all? Somewhere I saw him, but I didn't see him. And I thought to myself, oh, here's a new character. So I can't remember where though.
I mean, it's like
Okay, so
as
I
soon as they,
on Bree.
as soon as they get one storyline out, here comes another character.
Yeah,
Here
that's
comes
why.
another character.
That's what I was looking at.
Say this, and I turned the channel because if they want to have fun talking about like explicit sex shit,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's not my stilo, right? So I remember I changed the channel because the Miss O clicked the link because of course she wanted to talk about explicit sex acts, and then this guy who I'm assuming had just met Bree is asking her about her. Is that the same guy? Am I mixing up people?
I don't know, but I think I know what you're talking about because I hit.
I'm talking to the
Is
chat too, because I'm like,
Is his name Latif? Is it Latif? Is the guy?
no,
Is
they're
that who they
saying
talking
the
about?
Peef Network is a manosphere channel. So they're talking
Oh,
Peef is a
okay.
guy that they're
Oh,
saying that
no.
they all come from, right? So now that was T. Thank you guys, but I'm trying to make sure he was calling. Okay, that's fine, QI, but that's not facts. He put his name as Fatty. I get it. So okay, I'm assuming that I'm right, that this was the same guy that was on Bree's panel talking about sex. That's what I'm trying to ask the chat. Is that the same
Oh,
guy? Is that the
I
guy
don't.
that's like black Dominican?
I
I
didn't
know.
watch it.
I know.
When
I'm
I
trying to
punched,
ask
I
the
didn't watch it either, Ronnie Q. But when I seen it, I didn't know who was some people up there, and I just logged off
Correct,
because
Sassy.
Okay, so now I can go
You're
on with the
correct.
story because yeah,
Okay.
Coco says I'm correct. Okay, because I was like, wait, because I was like, did I mix up some stuff? Hey, JC Smooches. Okay, so
So
this
wait a minute. Hold up, Sassy. So
Hey, James. Wait a minute.
so
Let Sassy finish. Wait a minute. Let Sassy
okay,
finish. I want to
okay,
hear the story and then ask the
okay.
question, Lovely. Let's get through this story. Now, tell us, Sassy, because it's interesting.
okay, thanks, Jazzy. Okay, so Bree had pretty much done her live, right? And then somehow, probably through Dimples or something, they get on this explicit sex talk, right? All of a sudden, this new guy hits the panel. And I can't remember what I was doing, but I remember I wasn't watching the chat. I can just hear it, right? And I'm like, who is this guy? And I like almost immediately to me in my head, he just jumps right in the sex talk, asking Bree, what is it like? What sex acts would she is absolutely off limits? What would she be interested in 3 or 4 men? Would she ever invite a woman to the channel? And I was like, okay.
What?
Then TMO clicks the link and she wants to know.
Oh,
Then
oh.
TMO clicks the link and she wants to read.
And Bree didn't get no cash out. Oh,
Hold
damn.
on, Lovely. Wait a
And
minute.
then
Let's
TMO
finish the
hits,
story.
TMO hits the link, and then she wants to circle back on the conversation about licking ass, and she knows the correct terminology, whatever that passion point is in a man's asshole. And I was like, wait a minute.
Oh,
And
what is that? The Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
think it may start with a
Um,
T, but I'm not sure. But anyway, and I was like, oh
the
God, no. So I ran back to the computer and
the
I'm like, nope,
prostrate. The
not the prostate.
prostrate.
It was it wasn't the prostate. It was like the
Oh,
very technical term of whatever that pleasure point is. I don't
No,
know.
Ronnie, no. They was doing the nasty with the tongue in the hole and the booty.
And,
They
and it
was.
and it was
I
hold
didn't.
on.
I didn't hear
Hold on,
that.
Lovely.
I didn't hear none of that. This is new to me.
Okay. So the Miso comes and loops it back around to that talk.
so
The
yeah,
married,
we had they
happily
had,
married lady with
right. So
these
they
strangers, and
initially
one of who just appeared. Okay, go
exactly.
ahead.
So initially Dimples had started this situation, right? And then they had moved off of that situation. Then TMO clicks the link. This is what Bree started. So let's just say, if my time is right, an hour later, we're off of that ridiculous talk about, because Shakim was saying that he likes to get his salad tossed, which is eating ass. Okay. He likes
Hmm.
for women. Yes. Thank you.
Which one?
No,
Which one is it? The tank
it's
or
hard for
the?
me to tell the story, y'all.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Lovely. Hold on, Lovely. Hold on, Lovely. You vibrating, Lovely. You gotta keep the ad libs down because you vibrating. Oh,
Your
too.
sound,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk, Lovely. I'm not trying to be rude, but you vibrating and it like really goes over her. But I'm gonna let you have what. Go ahead, Sassy. I want to finish the story, Lovely. Please.
Like, yeah. Okay, please let me finish it. Okay. So, I'm trying to hurry up. Dimples is talking about, Shakim is talking about he likes to get his ass ate. Then Dimples is talking about she likes to eat ass. And one of the reasons why heterosexual women don't cook their men is because they don't like to suck dick and they don't eat ass. So they talking about this. I leave when they're talking about it, right? And then when I come back, I think Shakim is saying he doesn't like to eat pussy. I don't want to say cunnilingus and all that stuff. He's not eating no pussy, but he is definitely getting his ass licked. Okay. Girl.
Okay. So what does that say?
Okay.
What does that say?
Period. So then I'm going to guesstimate an hour. So that was the end of it because they moved on to something else. Then about an hour later, the TMO clicks the link and she's like, I want to recircle up on this topic about Shakim. You said, yeah, that's probably how she was looking too. You said that you don't, and she goes into this whole thing about what he said, and I can't remember because I'm blacking her out, but she's talking about eating ass but him not eating pussy. So now the conversation resurfaces. Then all of a sudden, again, I'm not watching my computer, but all of a sudden I hear a new voice. And the new voice, I'm like, wait, who is this? And the new voice is asking Bree all of these sexually explicit questions, right?
Hold on, full stop. Now, it's somebody in the chat said he is Russian. Did it have a Russian accent?
No, not Russian, Dominican, Black Dominican.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Afro-Latino. Yeah, Russian. Who was they playing?
Go ahead.
So yeah, Afro-Latina. And he's asking, explicit questions. I remember there was somebody else on the panel, and I may have been TMO again, but I can't remember. But somebody, he was some, you know how we just, we're all speaking English, but there's just certain words that might have different meanings or something. So I remember Bree saying, no, it's probably just, his, cultural verbiage, but this is what he's talking about. So I remember him getting a little offended, how people sometimes with accents do, like, you can't, thinking dumb Americans, you don't understand what I'm saying, something like that. So then me, with my critical ear, people hate on my critical ear, but that's what makes me laugh. Yeah, I said,
hold up.
I said, okay. And so then I'm thinking perhaps we're going to hurry up and get off of this sex talk. No, girl, it was on and on and on. And that's when I said, that's when he started asking Bree about, what her do's and don'ts are and this and that. So then I just left because it started to get really, really sexual, right? I left. I'm not really sure what happened. So
did
then
she answer the questions, or did she demur to somewhere else and not answer?
Oh, I would have to.
Y'all know Brianna is a virgin. Y'all stop it.
She did answer the question about her like don'ts. I remember that she was like, no women. No, she was like, somebody when he said, what about 3 men? And somebody on the panel said, well, that would be a train. And so I remember her, but yeah, I don't know how deep or whatever. Like I said, at that point, I just switched the channel. I was like, okay. And then I can't remember in my mind watching Lemon last night, but if I did, I must have been going to sleep. Yeah, Portugal. Thank you, Portugal. But I think but he seems like, so he could be Spanish, but black. He's black though, because he was on camera. But he might. But thank you. That's what Portugal. Anyway,
but he was fat. He was fat. He wasn't fat.
No, fluffy. I guess.
Okay.
But not. I didn't see
or something for Bree. Was he sexy?
Sexy? I don't give a fuck. I don't know. That's a weird question to me.
No, I'm just asking you because I didn't see it.
I don't know. That's weird to me because I don't think of men who are like, that's not sexy is like.
He couldn't have been sexy because of his conversation.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't even get it out.
I know, but
I can't
what I'm trying to say is the look. Do he look sexy?
I don't know. I just answered you 3 times. That's not I don't know how to determine if somebody is sexy or not if they're talking like that. I don't have it in me.
I know, but when I'm asking you, Sassy,
she could not be sexually attracted to him if he was fine.
I'm not saying that she have to be.
No, because his conversation was so disgusting that there was nothing about him.
I can understand that. I can understand that, but I mean, the first glimpse, was he sexy? And that makes the other people on the other platform or whatever platform he was on, oh, he's sexy, until the words came out of his goddamn mouth.
Donna,
and then you think different.
Says, that's why I understand. Donna says, no, he does not have a sexy look. Okay, so that's
okay. Thank you, love.
Okay.
I'll go on mute.
So go ahead, Sassy. Go ahead, Sassy. I'm sorry. So you left. Okay.
Yeah, so I left. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, what happened? And then I don't know. People in the chat will have to tell me if he showed up on Lemon, if that's where I was like, did I like vaguely in my mind when I was asleep or something hear him again on Lemons? And that's when I said, oh shit, they bringing another motherfucker over here. And Hood Scripture and Virtually Insane are saying I'm assuming he was kidding, but they keep saying it over and over in the chat. So I wanted to say bring light that they are saying that he said that he was Russian or something.
Afro-Russian.
Yeah,
I
but
never heard of that.
I'm assuming he was being facetious because he's a black.
Yeah. Like what is Afro-Russian?
Right. I used to say
Okay.
that. I used to say that I was
So now they bringing another person in, even though your color is black. I mean, a lot of cultures, we are black, and
No, it's
y'all
not
can
about the. No, it's not about the culture. Because I don't. I think he was just BSing about that Afro-Russian. But I think it's the fact that they gave him the air and opportunity to, you know, come into the sector and hold us up and listen to this disgusting stuff. See, I noticed that, you know, here lately, we are privy to a lot of type of talk that is like really distasteful. You know, dudes cheating on their wives and how they did it. The Shakimi, is he or isn't he you know, a somebody who's attracting young kids and all this type of stuff. All of this type of conversation that is kind of like, now you're telling us this. Who would ask somebody that they just meet for the first time, you know, why would he feel comfortable coming at her like that? Because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I dropped down on your chat because can I say something for a little minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I was driving, you know what I do. I drive and I have to go where I gotta go. So I went past the Social Security building. Why they had a bus there? My nosy self, right? So I just parked and went up in there and I was like, who came out this bus? 10, I don't know, it was Mexicans and it was Puerto Ricans, it was black people. They came out this bus, right? And the community, I don't know where they from, I don't know. And she was like, she trying to do something to get them a Social Security card. They trying to get money.
Lovely,
they trying to.
lovely.
But wait a minute, hold up.
You're borging. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was wondering if you could drop down and come back. We can't even understand what you're saying.
No, I wish I would, because if y'all would have seen this stuff,
you bad. You keep talking. We can't. It's like we can't even hear you. Just drop down real quick and come back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what do you think would?
Sorry,
what do you think would? What do you think would allow this conversation? I mean, do you think that this is where the beef sector is headed, with just, you know, getting inundated with all these type of people with this type of conversation? Is this the new normal?
It might be, Ronnie. I don't know. It might be, girl. I mean, because that's what I was saying. However long ago my first live was, women can act like they don't need dick all day. Heterosexual women can act like they don't need dick all day. And see, when I say that, I'm not being disrespectful to say that these women are actually trying to sleep with them, maybe a small percentage. But I'm just saying is that testosterone. You know what I mean? You know, you're married, you got a man around you all the time. So without that, it's, you would be a different you. So I think that, when you take in the pandemic and all this stuff and people not dating and spending a lot of time online, I think just the testosterone is they're soaking it up.
This may be the only masculine energy that some people get is also true.
Yeah.
That's true. But if they're talking to you in this way, like, do you really want them to hang around you if this is the conversation level that they're having with you?
See, everybody's different, right? Some people are real open and all that good stuff. That's fine. Like me, I'm from the, I'm from the part of that scripture that says, a lady in the streets and a hoe in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be. I ain't about to have them type of conversations, right? But
Right.
that's just me. So that's why I said it ain't no skin off my back. I can just leave. It ain't no big deal,
Right.
So I don't, I try not to be judgy and on top of being prudish. Like if that's what they want to talk about, that's cool. But for me, a man can't, I can't do it. I can't have you. I don't even know you, bitch. I mean, who is you talking to? But we say this? Can I circle back? I don't remember who it was. I apologize, but somebody dropped some tea in here and said that MBK was very disrespectful to Lady Nika this morning.
Oh,
Bitch.
what?
Girl, can we
Well,
hear it? Bitch.
oh, well, it's gonna go round for round. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on,
I
girl.
am pretty sure. Child.
Child, what time is it? Okay.
It
Mm,
is. It's 5:26 my
I
time.
see
So,
it's
uh,
8:26. I hope that I don't know who that was, po things. I can't help you right now. Um, I forgot I'm off today. Uh yeah, so I don't know what that I'm not be quiet back chat. Yeah, so I don't know what that, you know, what that's about. But if that's true, see, that's gonna cause a lot of friction. So we'll see.
well, yeah, I don't think it's gonna cause any friction. I
Oh,
mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
mm,
I don't think it's gonna cause any friction because Lady Nika is not gonna have any type of opinion of Brianna going over there and continue to support them. And see, what kills me is that Brianna didn't want anything to do with people who were allegedly in that group, but the day after it was said that shown that he had called Nika something about Planet of the Apes, Bree was promoting their show on their channel. So what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. So I'm interested to see how that works out. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. So let's see how that works out. And was up there on the panel, laughing and giggling with him, like, oh well, he didn't mean it or something to that effect, and Z it's like trying to fault ZX for it. Like, well, if he said that he was talking to like, but it still doesn't make it lighter that he
right,
did say it.
right.
Like what? There is no point there to be made because he said it to ZX, so ZX is just as bad. Everybody know he's just as bad. You had him on your panel though. None of this makes any sense. But that's my opinion of it. So we'll see where it goes. And
We'll see.
I have no, it's not me in the situation, but I'm just saying, what I see in the situation, how strange this is. But hey,
It's very strange, but okay. So circle back to that other thing. Did anybody answer me? Was that nude guy? Was he on Lemon's panel? Because I'm trying to get to a point. I know it's taking me a long time, but I need to confirm or deny. Was that new guy on Lemon's panel last night?
so was the new guy on Lemon's panel last night too? Who was also on Lemon's panel?
Ooh, oh, I'm trying to picture.
I didn't
Trying to,
see much of
yeah, I didn't
Lemon.
see much of him. That's why I'm trying to picture the panel. Oh, I remember when I woke up this morning, that Big Rigs guy was there, still there, and they had been live for 7 hours. I wonder if he works or something. It's really odd that he's on camera, alert, and just up there for 7 hours. And I never see him get up. That's really weird. But I remember seeing him. Oh, I do remember that I saw Shakim and Code on there before I went to sleep. So yeah, I did see, must have saw like 4 or 5, 10 minutes. I don't know, shit or something. Cause I can picture the panel. So I can see Codes, I can see Shakim, I can see Big Rig, I can see Lady Wu, yeah, and then Lemon. and they were just, yeah, and then so, but I can't recall any like conversation, so I think I must have fell asleep right after that.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Now, are you familiar with the Purge? Because this person is saying he's
uh-huh.
Team Fatty. He's from anti-Purge camp. If
Yeah,
you're part of the Purge, you'll see him.
yeah, I'm familiar with it, but I'm not familiar with the players. You know what I mean? Like I go over and watch the Purge, twice a year, but I'm not familiar with the players like that. But I do know who Aunt T is. Um, he doesn't seem. I don't really watch his commentary all year, so I don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy. All that, it seems like he's okay, but I don't know him. So I understand. So they're saying that he's Team Fatty, but it's I don't
Yeah.
get it because I don't know that.
Now, one of them guys was named Envy, and he was allegedly that I saw that earlier part when they were asking him. They said Shaquem said that you signed him to the record deal, Ricardi, and are you his manager? I saw that little part of
Now
it.
you know who MV is, right?
I was wondering if that was the same Envy from MU because it didn't sound like him.
It's the same one.
Is it the same guy?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't even. It didn't sound. I was like, I wonder if that. And I was like, no, he don't sound fat. It didn't
Oh
sound like him.
my
I'm
God.
serious. It didn't sound like him. Okay, so he was on there as well. Hey, Spam. Hey, everybody who came in. Thank you for being here. Okay.
Hey, spam, honey. Yeah, that
What
he's
did
that's
she
the
say?
same. I'm sassy. Dovey.
Dovey's handling.
She loved trolling me with Dovey, honey. She loved.
I know.
But yeah, so he Envy is a definite play runner. Him and Snoop have been running. He comes from the school Snoop University. And she was giving
And not Lady Snoop. No.
oh yeah, late
Now,
Snoop.
wait a minute.
What?
Okay, go
Why are you
ahead.
doing all that
Go
heavy
ahead.
breathing? I'm
Child,
you doing all
I
that.
know
I'm trying
better.
to tell you, girl. Yeah,
I know
ladies.
somebody who spelled like a preschooler don't put university anywhere near their name. But go ahead.
Well, I don't know if that's what she called it, but years ago she was giving those classes for $40, right, or something like that, and that's where MU took the class. Don Cato took the class. In my head, Envy took the class. It was like they all took her class, like literally.
So was the
Yes,
class about running plays or something? Is that what the class was about? How to run plays on
that's
YouTube
what I
or
think.
something?
That's what I
Okay,
think. Yeah, but I,
makes
I mean, I
sense.
don't think, yeah, but the class was not specifically for that, but that's what I think. And so anyway, so Envy has been making a reappearance. It's on the only, beef sector channel that he can hit is Lemon. So now I've seen him for the last few nights. He's up there and he's inserting himself into something, I don't know. I mean, you really can't pay a lot of attention, but nobody answered me. So I don't know if the new guy was on Lemon's panel or not, but it'll be very interested to know. But you see how they're just slowly bringing in, and I don't even know if I want to say slowly bringing in. I would have to know, do they all know each other? Because they like this virtual god person that we don't know you. I apologize. So, but you're a new troll, so I'm always my it's always a heads up for me.
Well, they seem to know a lot about these other people. So, I appreciate them because they're filling in some gaps too, the virtual trolls.
Yeah, but I always have to side eye because I would want to know, like, are you from that sector and you're anti them? And we don't know you, so I don't know if everything you're saying, what the person is saying is pretty like above board. It's not, it's not too salacious, but I'm just being honest to say, like so this is my thought process, and hopefully I can pick on virtually, or I forgot your name. But as soon as the new Russian, Black, Cuban, Portuguese person drops down, then you drop down the day after to tell us all about them. Like, what's your connection? Who are you to them? How did you find us? Like, I just start having all of these questions because you know, it just seems odd to me. Like, how are you guys like all of a sudden finding the beef sector? Is it because these guys are sharing? Were you here the whole time? And were you like, oh shit, here comes this fool. Let me drop down and let them know. Or are you on their team? Like, I just always have natural questions, because what I have found out is that, you know, these guys will drop down on the troll names to spin a narrative. You know, I remember one narrative about me was that I'm a clout chaser and I'm looking for attention. But anybody in the B sector would know, bitch, I'm gonna get attention in the chat, on the link, on my own channel. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. So that's coming from somebody on the outside trying to, you know, put like a bad spin on whoever they don't like, right? So I'm just always a little curious as to, you know, who these people are. Indigo said they said their intentions already. Just read. Yeah, we saw it, Indigo. I think Ronnie, you saw that, right?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, we saw it.
Okay, let me go into other sectors, bringing these fools into the beef sector.
Well, I don't talk to that person, but yeah, I said that jokingly, but there was some truth to it to me, you know. I said,
okay,
so in the serial killer sector and all kind of shit.
But that dude does, and I thought you were serious when you said that. I really thought.
Oh,
you were
did
serious.
you? Oh,
yeah, because looking at his face, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know they had that sector. Girl, I was like, oh, I didn't know they had that sector. I looked at the picture.
That nigga looks like a serial killer, don't he, girl?
When I see him, and you know, I saw him on Nest panel. He's a finesser now, and every time he's on the panel, you know, I had to turn my chair sideways, so you know, I'm not fully looking at the computer, girl.
Girl, don't look at that nigga in his eyes. Do not look at that nigga in his eyes. Listen, that's how I tell my stories with this, you know, with the fluff in the, like, the underlying foundation is fluff, but the overall message is like, for real, y'all. Like, if we're not careful, that, like what Toya is saying,
right?
Well, we're gonna wake up one morning and it's just gonna be full of manosphere people. And this is the funny thing. So when I was doing my analysis, right, especially on Lent, and I'm watching these people and I'm watching how the sides are moving, I said, oh, like, I'm in the middle of this, right? So that's why I try to do the live, like trying to be objective. And because I'm literally in the middle, everything, age. And when I say the middle, like, let's take, you know, the Ness and the Bree and the Lemons and the King Roman News. And then you take JC and JW and SB and 5/Shalina, all of them, right? So you take those two sides. I feel like I'm right in the middle, right? In regards of age, in regards of probably temperament, in regards of, you know, how long I've been here, in regards to seeing that, oh, the OGs, this is what they would have done, but these are the new kids on the block and this is what they want to do. And so that was my perspective. Like, I can understand why they want to have some fun. I get it. Like, it you know, it got a little stale. Like, how much you can't keep talking about 2018, 2019, 2020 forever. You know what I mean? That's like your aunts or uncles that's always telling you about this one time at a party when they met, you know, Mary J. Blige. You're like, okay, I heard it before, right? So I got that. You know, you'd be like, damn, Uncle, we got it. You know,
lucky sassy.
Yeah,
lucky sassy.
You'd be like, damn, okay, here we go with this story again. Okay, then Mary J said this. After a while, you know the whole story, you know, so you could just finish the story. You'd be like, okay. So,
girl, did I tell you that time that Mike Tyson was hitting on me, girl?
You see what I'm saying? You got to get your ass beat. Them stories. You know what I'm saying? You have to go back to Robin Givens and shit. You'd be like, really? Okay, damn. Who the fuck is Robin Givens? So anyway,
Robin who?
Right. And so it's like, so I get it, and I get them wanting to have fun, and I get that this was like they're making, you know, money, and even if they're not getting money anymore from the guys, they're getting money from clicks and views. So I get it all, right? But that's what Toya said, and what we're basically saying is, at the end of the day, if you're not on even a medium alert, because I can see them saying, what's the big deal? Like, you old fogies, like, just change, just, come on now. It's not a big deal. Like, we're trying to do something new. But at the end of the day, this is why most people who listen to the wiser older people in their lives, because they've already been there, right? So I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is we perhaps will just wake up and we will be overran by these manosphere men.
And you know what I say to all of that? Get off my lawn. No, that's what somebody said. This person right here, not only the manosphere people, but their rejects, people so bad that the manosphere said no. Now that's really bad. So because they are not telling exactly who they really are. They're just coming on and they're presenting. And I don't know. We don't know if the stories that they're saying about each other are true, because one person will come out here and they'll present this story, and then somebody else will come out and say, "Oh, he's lying." There was a big argument on Lemon's panel about or was it Nessus, about somebody coming out, and they was like, yeah, he's old and he can barely walk, and he wanted to do this, that, and the other for the Brina chick, and Brina took all his money, and he's on Viagra. He was like, I ain't never been on no Viagra. I ain't never sent her no pictures. And then it's just like we don't know which one's lying. You know what I'm saying? So we're at a loss. We have no idea who's lying.
They are. See, this is the other thing that people do, is not looking at their opponent in a objective way, in my opinion, right? So of course I think they're goofies. I think that they're mostly they're definitely not intellectuals. I mean the way that Shakim sounds, he sounds like to me that he's been spent some time behind bars, and that's why he's like perhaps decently read. He's like he's been forced, he's been forced to read something like code, anyway. I just feel like they're trolls in their real life, but I also feel like they are skilled opponents. And I think that that's where the mistake comes in, because one side, oh, we're just having fun, and the other side, well, they're just a bunch of goofy goofballs that that are trying to exploit the women. But they are doing I hate to say this, but if I was being objective, they're doing a pretty decent job, because even those of us who don't like them are talking about them, and those of us who do, those people who do like them, they infiltrate every single live that we watch, day to night, and these are grown, supposedly heterosexual men that stay on panels all day and all night. No
All
meetings
day.
no meetings to be heard of. You know what I mean? No, people get mad at my meetings. I don't know why a bitch is mad because I gotta work. I think I would be upset if a bitch had a silver spoon in her mouth, but they mad that the bitch gotta work. But they not mad that these niggas don't work. That how apropos is that? But anyway,
not mad at all.
Not mad at all. No mention of like, bitch, do you work? Like, damn. Like, I mean, how are you doing this? This is crazy. But not to mention wives and children. It's wild, but they'll beat Pizarro up about no children. Yeah.
I was just about to say, now, how many children do you think that they have spewing all over the place? But no mention about what you're doing for your children, none of this. Now, that one dude did disappear, who the big paymaster, whatever his name was, when he got busted on here giving out money, and they what was his name? He was give the big cash out.
Yeah, D. Darrell. See, well, first of all, let's talk about that real quick, because they outlined that too. So no problem with D. Darrell. I think he came in, he had an assignment, and
which was
to get
what was the assignment?
Get the women's attention. Go ahead.
Okay.
To get
Toby?
Yes, me. Oh Lord, that picture. Okay, go ahead. Finish, Sassy. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Toby. To get the beef sector's attention with some high dollar donations. And then he only did it for a week and he left, right? I mean, he dropped the cash, he left. That was his assignment. And then in the interim, his side chick who was on YouTube, Tiff something. She got upset about the money that he was giving to the beef sector because he wasn't paying her that same type of money. So he had to back all the way the fuck up. And I don't know if that's why he had to back up, but I'm just laying out the story that's factually what happened. But he gave that money for a week. That his assignment was done.
Well, yeah.
It's always the illusion. See, these are like charlatans, right? It's the illusion that they're doing more than what they're actually doing. Just like when MBK, the exclusive about ZX, that was an hour of a fucking puzzle that a Mensa society member couldn't figure out. Like, it was literally just a word salad, circular conversation. He filibustered for an hour by himself, and then for an additional hour with people asking him questions. It was a 0-0 burger.
And at what point are they going to stop him from going on and on and on, saying absolutely nothing, and then with this attitude like, oh, wait a minute, if you're gonna let somebody else talk, I'm gonna step down. And then he goes on, and then wait a minute, let him answer. And then he goes on and on and on. He has all the time in the world to be on the panel, as long as he's the only one talking.
Well,
have you noticed that?
Of course, because that's how it is. I mean, you can't, if you have people that are asking you questions or that are interacting with you against, combating what you're saying, then he's not as skilled. But for him to just get up there and filibuster for 2 hours, of course, he's very skilled. And what I did learn, and because I was trying to get more information about MBK's I guess mistress and that type of situation, but in the me trying to be in the clouds and listen, what I did find out is that he was a chatter. He never was a person that was on the panel. So all of a sudden, so that tells me he has a lot to say, and he probably looked up to ZX, and he always wanted to have this type of shine and this limelight, and he had something to say. Lord knows ZX is not going to let him talk like he can talk over here for hours uninterrupted.
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, he's excited as fuck. No, not Nikki Pope. That's not his mistress. QI. But
it's some woman with the name that begins with an S.
Yeah, she says that she doesn't want to be. Yeah, I would assume. Doesn't everybody know this story? I mean, I'm not saying her name because she says she doesn't want to be involved in it, but I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, but trying to figure that out and listen to that, that's how we learned what she said, that he was 4'11" and all this stuff. So it's getting a little ugly. But let me wrap it back around. We were originally talking about, we don't really know a lot about them because they don't say a lot about them. And then even if we do find something about them, there's all of these indiscrepancies. So we don't know what's true and what's not, which is very new, because most sectors that come to us or we come to them, they always want to tell us about them and their history.
Yeah, they do. Hey, Miss Toby, what do you want to add to this?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really don't watch any of them because I never really cared for any of them. I really don't care for Cole, and everybody thinks that he's wonderful. I don't give a fuck that he could speak proper English. I don't care that he's educated. He's a snake to me, and I don't care.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah, and I don't understand why people are so shocked about MPK. If he's a friend of ZX, why are you so shocked that he was over here talking about any of us or any of the content creators? I'm not shocked by that either. I saw him anyway. He was definitely a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's just how I feel about them. I don't like any of those dudes whatsoever. And whenever I see them on a panel, truthfully, I'm gonna tell you, I'll leave and I go in another sector. I'm looking at other things because I'm sick of them. I'm really sick of Peanut Head. I'm really sick of him.
Now I was listening to Ness panel and one day, and I was like, this whole live was like really uninteresting. It was a whole lot of chatter. It was nonstop chaos, but I wasn't following any of the nothing that was going on because I didn't know any of these people. I didn't know any of the stories, and I didn't care. I didn't even care. I was cleaning up around the house. I had my wireless headphones on, and I was just like, that was just a whole waste.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, sometimes I tap out, right? But to be honest, I mean, I'm watching, or I'm listening. Um, and a lot of us are. When you have numbers 700, 800, you know what I'm saying? There's a decent amount of us that are listening and watching. When Lemon is getting 300 in the middle of the night, there's a significant, I don't know about significant, but there's enough of us that are watching. And at first I was like, that's no different than us when we were watching, Dory, or we were watching, Dimples in her heyday, or we were watching. I mean, there have been so many people that we just constantly are like, why do we have to listen to them? Well, we don't have to listen to them, but every time we would turn a channel, one of those, the main character at the time would be on that person's link, or that person was talking about them, right? And I'm talking about in the Blessed heydays. So you would wake up with Blessed, they would be on Blessed panel, and you would go to sleep maybe with Sir King, and he would be talking about them. You know what I mean?
But they beef after Sassy, so
I know.
I could tolerate them a little bit more because they be sucker. And I don't understand some of these women. Like, some women act like they thirsty just because quote unquote straight men are around.
And I am like, what is so spectacular? Well, Sassy already said it. This is probably only male, straight male contact that a lot of them have, because it's nothing spectacular about anything that these people are presenting, all the way up and down to Code, who is, who led with having a doctorate, but has said absolutely nothing intelligent other than child, bye. So I don't get the traction and the falling out. And I'm like, why? What? I don't care as far as, what do they have? I see that they don't have anything. I'm just curious to why you are, so enamored with these people at your ages.
Well, it's new, it's shiny, it's different. They felt like they needed, like I said, I think they felt like, I'm just speaking for them, so it's a guess, but they needed, some new energy. And I see people in the chat saying, well, they could have just stayed in the B sector. But quite honestly, I'm not that type of CC. I don't create content. I recap already created content. So if you don't have, like now this Tracy and Jay Wilson, I don't know how far this is going to go, but this just happened, right? We didn't have that organic, content like we are used to. Like 2023 was full of organic content with the cruise and with all of Tracy's vacations, which really is quite interesting because, like Tracy or not, she is a content creator. She will create some fucking content for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And depending on where it goes, it could be epic, but we didn't, but Ness and Bree are not those type of content creators. They can end up in some shit, you know what I'm saying, that you can talk about, but they're not documenting their lives. They're not, Ness
did the Miami trip.
Yeah, that was last year, and it has spilled over to this year. But Ness and Heidi, that's true. It will. That was on the level of a Tracy or a Jay Wilson or a Spill It Boy, or you know what I mean. It really was, and we still yearn for that, although it's extremely toxic. But we don't know what we're going to get from that, because I mean, they already gave us a lot. So it might be at the tail end, right? So what else, right? But they're, generally speaking, they're not those type of content creators. Lemon is not going to turn on his camera and show us his dates or anything like a 7 stars. You know what I mean? So these aren't. So that's the difference too, is that from the new and old. From the new to the old, they are using themselves as content, which makes it even more juicier, because 7 didn't have to come out and tell us shit about her situation with Beach and Official and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And the pregnancy and walking us to the OBGYN and all of that. That's a different type of content, right? Then, or Jay Wilson telling us, oh, I lost my job, and we can hear on the recording that is him. I mean, even though, I probably shouldn't be mixing up doxing in my commentary, but it's just true, right? But these are real live things that are happening to these people that we're able to discuss. But if we're just keeping it on YouTube, which now this leads me to a question for you ladies, is it now that it's on it, when we just kept it on YouTube and we're not dealing with those type of content creators, it got a little stale.
Right.
Then
True.
right. So then comes the emergence of these new manosphere boys to shake it up again, right?
Okay.
Could that be why it's so intriguing to the people that it's intriguing to? I don't know.
Here's my opinion. My opinion is this. I understand exactly what you're saying. I get what you're going at. But see, when that stuff is not happening, there is a great opportunity for you to get content out that you really something, create content. You want to call yourself a content creator. That is the job for when, everything's not going to be popping 365 days a year. So where is your content? We're to the point where we're bringing manosphere people in with all their antiquated views of women and all this disgusting sexual talk about licking booty holes and all this type of stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and how many people would you let in your bed? You want 3 men and a woman, or you just want 3 men? I mean, like, get out of here. Everything's not for everybody. I guess there's a market for that. So, it'll find its place wherever it belongs. But, I just don't get it. What do you say, Miss Toby?
I'm just, I'm still tripping about the conversation about the booty hole.
now, now, what's the word? Taint. Somebody in the chat said taint. Was that the word?
I mean, because I didn't watch it, but my question is, how long was this conversation about a booty hole?
Sassy, you were there.
I don't know because I kept leaving, so I don't know if I don't even have a good guess.
Oh my
Hershey, I
goodness!
don't know why you're fucking talking to me. You know I don't like your bitch ass, and you know you don't like me. If you can fucking open up your ears that are probably filled with, I guess, Hershey's kisses and bullshit. I literally just said I'm not that type of content creator. I don't need anybody to hold me to the fire, bitch. I hold my motherfucking self to the fire. I recap. I ain't showing you bitches a goddamn thing about my life. Okay? Just like you ain't gonna never click a link and go head to head with me. How
Mm.
about that? Fucking bitches.
Hershey, the link is pinned. Let's see what
Right,
you got, Hershey.
right.
Hey, Mary Carey.
Scary
Hey,
bitches
Miss
always
Susan.
want to talk big shit. I can't stand that shit be triggering me. Shut the fuck up. When I just said it. Like you gotta tell me what to fucking say. No, bitch. It don't work like that. I'm fucking sassy. But yeah, I don't know. It's a circular conversation because I'm perplexed about it. I don't really know. Like I said, I mean, I don't know. And those like QI and Toya and all those people out there that are familiar with the manosphere sector on a different level, I'm pretty sure they saw it from a different viewpoint than even we saw it. You know what I mean? We just knew we didn't like the motherfuckers. Like, we ain't liking you. But for them to be familiar with, with the manosphere on the level that they're familiar with, I'm pretty sure it appears to be, scary. But at the same time, me, Toya, you, somebody got to echo me.
Somebody got an echo.
Yeah, me, you, Toya, QI, we still in the chats. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the perplexing part about it. Because, how do we disposition this actually? You know what I'm saying? Like on the drop down box, Miss Toby saying she don't watch. Okay, cool. But I do. So I don't know how much
But you,
of a critic I can be. I don't
but
watch
you're the,
them, but I watch them in the beef sector.
but you're the recap person. So that's kind of your lane. Understand? See, like me, I'll get a timestamp. I'll happen to be over at Ness's or someone, and then the conversation comes up, or they'll come up, and then you hope it's not going to last too long, and then the next thing you know, it's been overrun by their issues and all that type of stuff, their conversations. So I'm not trying to recap what's going on in the B sector. So I can see why you watch, because you're looking for the little hints, the little clues that are dropped, the little
Mm-hmm.
aha moments. So you're doing your job as the type of content creator you are. So I don't fault you for that. But so it's not really a circular conversation. I
Okay.
think that some people watch and some people don't, and you watch for your reasons, and other people support them for their own reasons. But I'm just not with it.
Yeah, I mean, but I know I wouldn't even give myself that much credit. Look, another one, probably her cousin. They so these fake ass trolls, these scary ass trolls kill me. But I don't want to give myself that much credit. I'm not watching particularly for my show. I'm watching because I'm on crack and I'm addicted to the beef sector. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god.
I am. I mean, I am. And I watch Bree because I like her. I watch Ness because I like her. I watch Tracy because I like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching. You know, I'm not that type of content creator. I go live when it hits me, when something hit, when a story has, or a couple of stories have hit me, right? Just to, like I said, just to recap, but it's not anything formal. Like, oh, I gotta watch this before my show.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even give myself that much credit. I'm really a subby at heart that's just watching because I'm addicted.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm a subby into. Well, I'm at the point now. I'm not even addicted no more because when I go to content, when I go to the channels, I want to hear beef sector, and here it is. I'm looking, and who's on the panel? These clowns talking about nothing that has to be related to beef sector, and I just leave because I get frustrated. I really do because they take over the panels.
So let me ask you this. This is another question, Ronnie and Miss Toby, and perhaps the chat. Okay. So we just got big story with what should be a big story with Jay Wilson and uh Tracy.
Hmm.
We're really not talking about it. Why do you guys think that is?
Well, I touched on it because I'm so I really had to really stop watching both of them. So I got clips of it, and then I finally watched two Tracy videos and two Jay Wilson's videos recently, and I gave it what I had, but I don't have much for either of them. I think they both deserve each other, so I don't have much to say until they give me something else. I talked about Tracy threatening to call his fathers and to let him know that he's gay, and Jay Wilson coming on, scared once again, talking about the laws for the lawless. You can't mess with old people. You can't mess with senior citizens. They protect class. So, I mean, I just don't have much for them because they kind of deserve what they get, in my opinion.
But
Well, I listened to it, and I was entertained, and Tracy had the numbers when I was watching it. It was people in there, so
I'm not I'm not saying
I
people weren't there. They're gonna I get that, but I'm saying the next morning, how many people are gonna be talking about it, as opposed to if this was 18 months ago, 2 years ago, this would have been a gigantic story. So I'm just asking
Mhm.
from that point of view, Miss Toby, why aren't we talking about it?
Well, the day this started, let's see if anyone talks about it. I know Ronnie Q talked about it. I think DKL might have said a little bit about it yesterday.
She spoke on it, like she
So
said, she doesn't really care about it. So no, it's not. You understand the question. It's not a big story. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. It's there. We know about it. Cruiser says because we've seen it all before, Sassy. So if we're
I
gonna
was about to say that. Yeah, I was about to say that probably because people are used to them going back and forth with each other.
okay, so then that's very interesting. Thank you, Cruiser. So in a quick snippet, Cruiser said because we've seen it all before. So then doesn't that like go back to new versus old, saying we tired of the old, we already seen this before, we want to see some new shit. So then in that case, if they want to see some new shit and it's their panels and they control their panels, then we gotta see the new shit. Even some juicy old shit cannot sneak in.
Well,
That's
maybe the problem is some we have small content creators in the abuse sector that people don't support. So maybe that's the issue too.
There's
And
never been
maybe
an issue though. It's never been an issue.
I disagree. I think some of them need to go a little bit. They need to go live a little bit more. That's what I think. I think some of these small content creators, they need to go live a little bit more, and we need to support them a little bit.
Okay,
Like,
let me tell you.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry I
No,
interrupted
go
you.
ahead. No, go ahead and finish.
Okay, so what I think is that the chickens have come home to roost. The all this ushering people to this channel, to this person, to that person, and while people were out here giving content and doing their thing, and people were running from this chat to that chat to the other chat. This old garnering in people to let's move as one and let's send our people here, send our people there is the thing that has ruined it. So let's be honest. Let's not act like these things did not happen. So if we're going to talk about it, we have to really talk about it. See, that's why these people are not getting support because you have subscribers who are new here, who are just coming in here and think, oh, this is how it's done, this is how we move. No, this was something that was created to for people's own selfish reasons. So you still have to get out, you still have to make your content, whatever. But I can see, like, if nobody was in my chat, I would see how that's daunting too. I would really see how
Yeah,
it's like I'm talking to myself. I
yeah,
don't want to come on and talk to myself every day. See, because it didn't used to be like this. People would be everywhere. And then even when it was like that, more people would go back and catch the replay of people who came live frequently. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many people going live, so much to talk about, and you have to you make your choice and you go catch somebody else's replay. So hey, that's my opinion.
yeah. I mean, it's an interesting situation because 2023 brought a lot of fire. I mean, we started with Rick with what's his name, Rob Rack and Tracy, and it just, I mean, last year I remember doing a recap, and in December, I was talking by myself for like 5 hours. Like, I mean, it was just a lot, you know. But when I look back on it, it was mostly Tracy because you had,
Yeah, that's true.
you know what I'm saying. And so
Hmm.
then, so after the cruise, Tracy gets a job. She gets with Noble, but that, that's taking up a little bit of her time. But even though it doesn't work out right before Christmas, and then right after that, at the beginning of the year, she gets a new boyfriend. So we really don't see her as much, right? And then all of a sudden, the Umar boys infiltrate. So I wonder, and this is just off the top of my head, it's nothing really I thought about, but I mean, so did Tracy carry the beef sector, generally speaking, for most of 2023? Because even VS coming back was a gigantic story, but then she quickly went to Mo 3, right? And started infiltrating them and taking over that situation. So did Tracy carry 2023? And then now we're in 2024 May, and Tracy disappears because of her own, her life and what she got going on. And then we don't, I mean, and then we get infiltrated. So is it just that
It's a
simple?
no. No, it's a no
Yeah,
for me. I
I,
don't think it's. Go
I,
ahead, Michelle.
I disagree with you, Ronnie. Too. I agree with Sassy because yeah, Tracy did cover 2023 for us, and then life is life, and she got her life. She back
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
I disagree. I think that I think a lot of smaller content creators were squeezed out purposely, and I think that that is one of the things. Tracy had a big following, and Tracy kept her following, and she pulled other people in with things that she was doing in her life for sure. But I prior to Tracy, what was going on with Tracy? Okay, we were talking about 2023, but what about 2022? You see what I'm saying? It was Tracy didn't
Well,
carry it then.
Well, no,
I
but
think
what
it
I'm
was the
saying,
whole sector in 2022.
right? What I'm saying is that 2020, yeah, from when I was watching 2019 to 2022, everybody was involved in a growth,
Right.
right?
Right.
Then as
Mm-hmm.
they started to slowly kind of drop off for whatever reasons, right? 2023, I mean, I did. I'm trying to recap in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But then you still had 2022, 2023, you still had Miss Dovey, a lot of Miss Dovey in 2022.
Right.
You know what I mean? You had a lot of SB, a lot of JC, a lot of JW, a lot of
But
Phi.
but Sassy, you also have to put in account we're no longer in a pandemic too, so that's a factor too.
Well, that's what I said though. So that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
so we can take the full first year of out of the pandemic is 2023, in my opinion. That's like the full first year where even the people that were very uh pandemic alert were like, I can start traveling again in 2023. I can get out. I can with family reunions. There's no restrictions. Okay, that's how it went in my mind. So 2023. Again, Tracy pops it off with the fucking story of the year. Like we could not even have written or predicted, right? That had our, you know, I mean,
Right.
I
Right.
still think about that. Listen, just a quick side note, I still laugh. And I'll never forget the morning after all that happened. And Langston called me. He said, why you not, what's going on? What's your, meetings? Okay, what's your first meeting? And I said, fuck a first meeting. I'm tired. I had to take PTO. And we just started hysterically laughing, like, how much on crack are you that Tuesday, I was like, bitch, I'm tapped out. Bitch, I've been up for 12 hours. It was, and contrary to people's belief, honey, I get my 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And you might see me and then I go to sleep and you'll see me again. It might look like I was there, but no. I don't have any problems going to sleep, honey. Tracy and Rob Rack, I was not sleeping. Do you hear me? Because I didn't know what was going to happen and if they was going. So it was just so exciting. Then you have MU. Oh, and that's another thing. We lost so many players. 2022 was also Dory's year. Dory and then later on Mona. That took up.
I wasn't invested. But go ahead.
Well, it carried the airwaves is what I'm
Oh
trying to say.
yeah, the Rolex thing and all that.
Rolex.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh gosh. Well, honey, Carrie, well, good for you, honey, because baby, during that time, baby, I am not ashamed to admit it. I should be, but I'm not, baby. I loved that story, and I could not believe my eyes. And that was the beginning of 2023, and then it just kept going. I don't think there was another story that had me that hooked, but there were.
Seven's pregnancy was quite.
That was gigantic.
Yes, it was quite interesting.
It was so interesting. The cruise, and you see Sean Bradley walking up with his crew with their t-shirts on. You like, bitch, what? I mean, 2023, and then Miss Dovey and Just Read My Book.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Come on. I mean,
hey, Sugarfoot. You better recognize.
You better, bitch. That damn Sugarfoot. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot, and there were people. See, that's the kind of content I'm talking about. These are people that create. I don't know how to say it properly, but these are people that create their own content. You know what I'm saying? They are the content, right? And you had it's all of them creating their own content, and it was every single month there was something. You could barely catch your breath from Rob Rack and Tracy to where we turn around, Tracy's landing with her plunging bathing suit in Palm Springs, and we like bitch.
Oh my God, yes. And then we're trying to figure out what hotel Tracy's staying in. And then we're looking in the background, and was like, oh, that's a bad hotel. When we see the iron board up hung up on the wall.
I mean, everybody knows that's my girl, but I had to make fun of that. I was like, I ain't never fucking seen no ironing board on the goddamn wall. And then
never
her nuts, and she's running up on Tracy, and and I lost my keys in the casino, and Tracy can't just get to the fucking beach, and it's just it's crazy. And then we can't catch our
Oh.
breath. And then VS is coming after the crew, and y'all hoes better motherfucking step down. We like, oh shit, here go. You know what I'm saying? And then the next month, Dovey, it's I'm sorry. Did you want to bring
Go
somebody else?
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
No.
it was month after fucking month after fucking month. It was something, but these players were creating their own content based off of their own lives, right? Now this year we didn't even have anything probably late last year that would carry us over to this year.
But don't we gotta give it up when Rob got arrested. That kind of was a what do you call it, a offshoot of the stories that we followed too, because everybody was like waiting to see him when he went to court and everything. So that was
Troy Allen dropped his big one. I mean, Troy Allen is interviewing the fucking family members and shit, and getting the exclusive documents, and he's trying to, and we're getting the code. We didn't even know we could get a code to watch the hearing, and then we see these niggas in a cage, and we like, what the
in
fuck?
a cage.
These niggas is in a cage, you know? And I mean, I'm talking just day after day after day, just raw content. So minus, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Minus that type of content, when you come off of a year like that, I'm thinking anything kind of would be boring. And so then you usher in, or however, the verbiage and semantics don't really matter to me. Somebody sent them, somebody went to go get them. These motherfuckers is here now, right? They come, and then they're able to infiltrate. Like, and it's almost like as soon as they found the opening, they were like, boom, let's get in.
Mm-hmm.
Because had this been last year, they wouldn't have stood a chance.
But do you think that they're going to be like the other Dusty crew that was ushered in and given all this room to talk about non-beef sex? Were you here
For who?
when the
Who's
official and Stacks and all of them came? Sassy, I don't think
I
were
was
you
here.
around then?
Yeah,
Sassy?
yeah, because Kimmy had her channel,
See,
so yeah.
No, that was before. That was when Kimmy and Bree used to be on the panel together.
I remember
when they
Stacks.
came in.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was here then, but I remember. What is that noise? I hope that thing is. Like I hear a psych. What is that thing called? Cicada? What? I don't know. I hope that bitch ain't in here though, because I'm a
Cicadia.
Yeah, that bit. Ooh, girl, I'm about to go. Anyway, yeah, of course, that was just like 2 years ago or something. But in my mind, Kimmy had her channel, or she must have had that sub channel on ZX's channel, because I can vision her on the panel talking to Stacks like she was hosting that conversation. So that's why I say she had a channel. So I don't know, but yeah, I was here. But I don't think that that's the same. I don't know how to say it though, Aisha. What did you just say, Ronnie Q? How do I say it?
Cicadia.
Something. I don't know. Anyway,
no.
I don't know how to say it, but those things.
Cicadia.
Yeah, something.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
That big old bug.
Exactly. That makes all that damn noise and acting like they all innocent and shit. Fuck that big ass thing. It better not be in here. It better be outside. But anyway, so I just still see that as different, because they did not come over like with brute force. Maybe it was the same kind of, but I don't know, but it didn't seem like it was brute force. It seems like they was just trying to get in where they fit in. Definitely, I think that some of them had obviously official had an agenda, right? That didn't come to fruition to years later, or a year or so later. But
it was still short-lived.
It was still very short-lived. It was like they were like, oh hell no, let me get up out of here. I can't really take this. So perhaps some of those other people were not as skilled as in manipulation. Maybe that's why they didn't last. But I think that's a good question. I'm sorry.
1 second, Sassy. I'm sorry. 1 second. Aisha?
It's me. A plane's going over.
Aisha?
It's me.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Good.
Okay, a plane's going over.
We hear you fine. Okay, so go ahead. So you think that this is different, is what you're saying, Sassy?
It's definitely different. Yeah, I mean, we can't deny that it's different for so many reasons.
Because their skill set is totally different than Stacks and and official. Let's be real. What's his name? Damn, what is his name? Jesus, the PhD guy. Yeah, his skill set is totally different than to me, they like when I think of stats and official, they hood ass niggas.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
Correct. But it still doesn't matter when you get to the bottom line. People are people, and I'm the type of person like, if you are sitting up lying all the time, and when you get busted in your lies, you just try to laugh it off and say I was trolling. Yeah, I mean, I have less respect for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not impressed by like certain things. So he's just as as they are, in my opinion.
I was on mute. Aisha, did you
So
want to say something?
Aisha,
Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Real quick,
good
so this
morning.
year, the year of 2024, when Sassy was talking about it, it made me think about it. So I want to warn y'all, it's two different kinds. We used to call them June bugs, but I know that's not the real name of it. But it's the cicada and it's something else. One is in the ground and one is in the tree. This year, both will be out. They're not out at the same time.
Go ahead and accidentally drop Aisha. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
You say
Now I got to see these motherfuckers flying.
I'm trying to help you because I didn't want you to be scared if something fell down. That's why, because
Me too. It's
I
such a fall down.
I said, so they're gonna be in the tree and on the ground. This year they're gonna be in. Yeah, it's like every 100 years that happens.
Horrible. That is
So
horrible.
Be careful. That's all, ladies. A little fun fact.
Aisha, how do I say it again? How is it said again? Pronounced?
I think it's cicadas.
Cicadas. Yeah, cicadas.
Yeah, it's cicadas.
Y'all know I'm
y'all.
country.
Cicadas.
Good in country. But
I don't like those. And I don't like them. I don't like those stink bugs either.
Yes, and they're out right now, and it's a lot of them. And let me ask y'all this, not trying to change the subject, but for those of us that live where honeysuckles grow, have y'all smelled the honeysuckles?
I haven't. No, I don't. I don't know where any grow near me.
I don't have
Aisha. Oh, you dropped off, but you came back. Aisha, now, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was saying the honeysuckles are out. They just don't have a scent.
No,
you can put your nose right up on it and you're not gonna smell
girl, we appreciate this, but can we get to something since you up here?
I wanna go ahead, Sassy. I was gonna say, like, she dropped off. I want to ask her about this Brooks situation.
Yeah,
is that what you asking?
Honeysuckles and shit, girl. Is you gonna honeysuckle Brooks' ass? What is we talking about?
Now, baby, I couldn't wait a minute, Aisha. I couldn't remember the things that you said you were gonna drop on her. But go ahead.
Oh, that has completely changed because she pissed me off. So I'm gonna just drop the most important one, which she's acting erratic, so I may need to. But the whole thing is, it started with a lie. We were in ODS chat, and that's the part that a lot of people didn't see. We were in ODS chat. It was about to go off. My baby's here, so just letting y'all know. He was about to go off. There were people chatting in the chat talking about Malik had put in somewhere that he only has 4 sons. He does not have a daughter, and that she lives in delusion. I know nothing about this. I don't even know where to get this at. Well, I said, for real? She hits the link, and out of everything that was said, she tries to come for me. She said she had tapes of me talking about people in the beef sector. Mind you, I didn't get to the beef sector until October 2020. I only was cool with Brooke for 6 weeks. Once I figured her out, it was what it was. So only cool with her for 6 weeks. She swears she got tapes for 4 months. She said I'm a perk 30 that I pop perks when Percocets, hydrocodone, and Demerol I'm allergic to. And what else did she say? Oh, and my husband left me. So that's why I responded yesterday. My channel isn't a beefing channel. I did 2 things on my channel for beefing. The thing with Rita about the iPad, and the thing with Brooke about those twins and them trying to tell their story and get it out straight. Brooke did that to deflect from the fact that her husband said, and I don't know where it's at. Hopefully somebody can find it in somebody's chat, that he only has 4 sons. He does not have a daughter. Hold on, Pooh. Hold on. So my baby's coming in. I'm gonna get down because I don't want anybody mocking her or anything like that. You know, Jay Dunn, I already called her retarded. But did I answer it well enough?
But what are you gonna put out on her? Just a sniff video or something else? It was something else other than you said you saw her taking something up her nose. She's on mute. So we're gonna get that answer when she get off mute, hopefully. So go ahead, Sassy. Is there anything else you want to say to Aisha? I'm sure she's listening.
I
I'm
just
right
yeah,
here. I
I
didn't want my baby's voice.
I
or
understand.
yeah,
in the
we're okay.
background.
We can be patient with that because this kind
Yeah.
of took us out of left field, and so we would just
Right.
like
So here's the thing. The twins have been saying for the longest that she popped pills and that she snorts. So there is a video. All the stuff that I have came from her channel. There is a video where she didn't realize her camera was on. She had gotten done with the line, but the stuff was still under her nose and she was getting it together, but she didn't realize her camera was on. There's
what?
another video.
No, hold on. Y'all be taking us too fast. Like
I
it's
gotta
like
take it fast. I gotta go get my baby. You're gonna have to roll with me on this one and just play it back over. The second video I have is
Yeah.
her popping a pill in her mouth. The third video that I have is her husband saying he hits her son under the rib cage so that if he ever said it was abuse, there's no proof. Something to that. That's me paraphrasing, but I have it on video. She said, I still have that up on my channel because not only that, go to Lemon video. She just admitted that all 3 of these videos exist. So she know I'm not lying. So what I told her, ma'am.
Last night she admitted that?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, baby, I hopped up out my bed so fast away from my husband to hit that link, but Lemon was asleep. So last night she admitted that there are 3 videos. They're all mine, she said. So she knows I'm not done. I don't want to do this. Y'all, I'm not a beefer. Yeah, I like being around y'all, but they're arguing shit all day. I watch it. I don't want to do it. Brooke did that to deflect from the fact that her husband said he has 4 sons and no daughter. And that's the piece that she didn't want people focusing on. That's why she got so mad. Because remember, I wasn't the only person she cussed out in that live. She cussed out So Bomb. She cussed out somebody else because they were talking about it. I don't know where it happened at. But she reached for me, knowing that she gonna go through all 6 weeks of them recordings, and probably the things that you're gonna hear is me telling her to stop calling her son fat. That's not okay. The things you're gonna hear me say is if I say it once, I can say it twice. I'm grown. Those are the things that you're gonna hear about me. And I didn't know anybody in the beef sector then, because again, that was from May to June. I didn't know nothing about the beef sector to end of September, beginning of October.
Okay, quick question. Why?
Okay, I got somebody. Hold on, I got somebody coming up. Hold on 1 second. Ness?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Ness.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question. Hold on 1 second, Ness. Ask your question.
So, but Aisha, the part that we were, thanks, Ronnie. The part that we were, I think, as a whole, we're confused about is I get the deflect. Your opinion is that it was deflection. However, why did she reach for you and so? Do you know that part?
I don't know. The stuff think about the stuff that she even said in there. You think you're better than everybody. You so holier than that. Who? What?
I know. Had you said something? Had she saying why? No. She just picked Sassy and Ness. Like,
I typed in the chat when they were talking. I added somebody. I don't remember who it was, and I said, "For real?" ? And that's when she hit his panel. Said that I popped pills. She got it on recording. She got me on recording talking about people in the beef sector. So this is the game. You said it. Drop it or shut the fuck up. You've been saying it for 4 years. This shit has been going on since September of 2020. It's 2024. If you ain't found it by now, baby, you ain't got it. So just leave me alone, which is what I asked her to do. I don't want to do this. But it's one of those things where she knows she's putting my back up against the wall, and she knows that I care about her son. But again, if I know that you're lying to this degree, your husband is in the chat putting things, maybe that baby ain't in the best place. So leave me alone, because right now you got my mind going like, is he okay? What are y'all doing?
He did say that her husband did say that you would have to ask Brooke about her baby when they had allegedly, when she came out and said she was living with her boyfriend, even though she was allegedly 9 months pregnant. And then Malik went on somebody's panel, and then he's like, they asked about the baby, and he's like, you got to ask
sorry,
Brooke
I gotta
about
get
that.
to my baby. I'm gonna be in the chat, but I gotta get.
Okay, Aisha, but did you listen to Brooke's channel yesterday? She made a video after ODS's. Did you hear that?
Yeah. I share every video. I shared the video she made after ODS.
Can I ask you a question before you leave, Aisha, please?
Yeah.
Because I came up here to ask you a question. Okay. Because essentially what you are doing is beefing. If Brooke has already lied, she's giving you permission to put out the videos.
Beefing.
Well, if you keep repeating what you saw, but you're not going to show the video, that's what you're doing, because you're
no. Yes.
The point is, are you going to put the videos out? Because Brooke is giving you permission.
When Brooke puts out hers, that's the part y'all missing.
So until then, you're just going to talk about what you saw on her video. Talk about you saw her doing coke and pills, but you're not going to post the video.
No, she threatened me first. Release the audio.
But you said she lied on you already, right? So if
release
she already
the
lied,
audio.
Okay.
Release
All right. All right. Thank you, Ronnie Q. All right, Aisha. Thank you for answering my question.
No problem. I think I'm very clear about what I said. Put up or shut up. I don't think I'm speaking a foreign language.
It's confusing. It's very confusing. I will say that, Abby. It's very confusing. I'm still confused.
I don't know what you just probably just as confused as I am. Because again, why did she reach for me?
Mm-hmm.
That
you
should
have
be the
no
bigger
idea
question.
What made her go off on you?
Literally, if you go to ODS chat, you're gonna see I put for real, or probably, and I might have said, where did this happen? So if you go to ODS chat
in reference to what?
Aisha is not.
But what were you referencing? What were you asking for real, and where did this happen? What
they
were
talking about her husband stating he only has 4 sons. He does not have a daughter, and that she lives in delusion. I said for real, and I think maybe I said, where did this happen? Maybe. Not 100% sure.
I think it happened on Brooke's panel when Brooke was having the debate or something.
No. It's ODS. Go back. It's ODS just a couple of days ago.
Okay, we get that.
I'm
Friday.
As a matter of fact,
I think it was Friday.
I thought Malik had said that on her panel about him only having.
He did.
About him only having sons.
That part I don't know.
Yeah, that's where that happened at. Yeah, that's where that happened.
I gotta go because my brother's watching.
Okay. Well, that's where it initially happened. At he slipped and said he only had 4 sons, and then people in the chat. You know how people are in this sector. They heard what he said, and then people start rolling with it.
That doesn't answer the question. Why did she come for Aisha with such vigor? So now I'm gonna have to fill in the blanks. May I, Ronnie Q?
Because I think she thought she was like,
hold on.
Wait a minute. Let me say this real quick. Because she probably thought she was an easier target. That's just my opinion.
Okay, Naturally Lux.
Everybody, thank you, Ronnie, for letting me up. I just had a question, and I'm not, I do like Brookie, but wrong is wrong. But the question is, the young lady that stepped down, I saw a little bit. They were trolling her in the chat, but she just made a statement. She said, leave me alone. If you leave me alone, I will not release these videos. But she also said, whenever the statements were made by Malik, she added people. So you can't want to be left alone if you are bothering them. Does that make sense?
Can you use the names? Because I'm
The young lady that just dropped down,
Aisha.
Aisha.
Aisha,
Yes.
Aisha.
Uh-huh.
What I wanted to know was, because she said that, she was just saying to you all, she don't want to beef. She said, I don't want to drop these if she just leave me alone. And I get that, but she also said that she, whenever this situation about, I think Malik hitting his child or the four sons and stuff, she tagged somebody, to say, see, she's lying. And they were trolling her. But my point is, if you don't want to beef with somebody, then they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. That makes sense, right?
Well, you would think they could do that. Cruiser, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Cruiser?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ron. I was just wondering, because if you want to be left alone, then you have to leave people alone as well.
but she
And
started
that's
with her.
So
But then Brooke start with her.
no, it was because of what they were doing in the chat.
But what was she doing in the chat? And the reason why I came up, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Reason why I
mhm.
came up is because it seems like people is wanting Aisha to explain why Brooke started with her. Only Brooke can explain that. But
No, that's
making
not.
a comment,
I'm
making a
not
comment in the
not
chat,
not
that's
yesterday, Miss Cruiser, when this all happened, when they were having. I saw some of Brooks live, but I did tell her I had to leave because I didn't like what ZX was saying disparagingly about Ness and Uppity. I was in that live. I
but
saw a
I
lot
wasn't.
of it.
No,
But
no,
my
no.
question is this. My question is this. What caused Brooke to just bust out and say, this girl is on pills, her husband left her, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, because yesterday she got up on Nika's live and asked to speak. Aisha did. Did you see that?
Prior to
But
her
that
asking to speak on Nika's live, Brooke had said these things prior to that.
mhm. That's why
Brooke
she
said it
wanted
Okay,
to
first.
speak
well,
on Nikki's
listen, I
live.
saw, I heard
That's
what I heard. Let Brooke explain it. I was just asking a question. You can't tag other people if you. That's what I'm saying. That's it. If I want somebody to leave me alone, I gotta leave them alone. That's
but
me.
but see, the thing is, she wasn't messing with her. I think that's what the point Miss Cruz is trying to say. What made Brooke say these things? Brooke
Yeah, Brooke is
initiated
gonna
these
have to
things
answer that.
to
But I
her.
know it was some trolling in the chat when that came out, when Malik started saying something about the
Trolling by
sons.
who? Natural.
No, 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 naturally, because
Aisha,
Malik
and
was
she
not
just
in.
told you she
Hold on.
tagged the lady.
This
Y'all gotta
No, no,
roll
confusion.
no,
it
no, no,
back. Y'all
no, no,
gotta
no,
roll it
no.
back. This is not my issue. I'm
Naturally,
only going by what I
naturally,
hear.
naturally. But you keep saying when Malik was in the chat. This started on ODS's channel. Malik was not in that chat.
No, no,
Brooke was on.
no. When Malik was on the panel, I'm sorry. Remember when they had the panel
Natural, but Aisha wasn't in that chat. That's why I
and
keep
they asked him how many
you're
sons
not
he
listening to
had?
me. You're not listening to me. We know that part. Listen to me. Because I get what I'm trying to understand. We understand what happened with Malik. That was on Brooks' channel. We got it, right? Where
Right.
we are now is ODS's chat. Aisha says in the chat, from Aisha's words, where or when did this happen or whatever she's saying, that seems pretty innocent. The next thing we hear is Brooke going live saying, fuck it. Yeah, we're not together. Fuck Aisha. She's a pillhead. Fuck So Bomb. She wants to suck. We're trying to figure out the middle part.
Okay, now Sassy, I remember when they said she came on the live and said she wasn't married. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. So I
That's
can't
what we're
speak
trying
on
to
it.
figure
Oh,
out,
my
baby.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
didn't know that was part of it. I didn't.
Miss
Yeah,
But I
that's
Nancy,
said
part
if
of it.
Miss
she's wrong,
Nancy,
she's
let's go
wrong.
back
This
in the
is what
chat,
I
please,
got
honey.
out of it. This is what I got out of it. But I didn't see that
Jesus.
one. So if I
Okay,
apologize if
passionately.
I'm wrong. Yeah, I apologize
Okay,
if I'm wrong.
passionately. Yeah, you missed something in between the two. And she really basically came at Aisha for discussing something in the chat. And she said those things about Aisha. So leaving each other alone, is not a factor at this point because Aisha, she said these things and Aisha's saying play the recordings. If you have them, play the recordings, because I have something for you too. So Brooke is still
Okay.
not backing down, but Brooke is, if she
Yeah.
it means nothing right now. It's no more, it's nothing else to be said. She said play the recordings. It's no more talk, show and prove. That's where we at with it right now.
Yeah.
If you just continue to talk and it's just talk.
And
And I
people
think it's
love to say,
unfortunate for both ladies.
you say you ain't beefing, you say you ain't beefing. Listen, we all in the beef sector. If we watch, whether we speak or don't speak, or whether we're a content creator or what, the fact that we watch, we all in the beef sector. Okay. I don't think that Aisha is not trying to say she ain't in the beef sector. She's just saying that generally she don't come out here with the rah, rah, rah. But I think, and I can't speak for anybody. I think she shouldn't say that and be like, look, look, I'm out here with the rah, rah, rah right now. And if you say some shit about me, I'm going to say some shit about you, period. That's basically what she's trying to say. But I can't stand when y'all be like, oh, look at you, Cruiser cussing now. Y'all need to stop that mess. We all in the beef sector. Of course we can get down with the get down. Anybody can. If
Ooh,
that mess with,
child. Look at the evolution of Miss Cruiser. I've been watching you for a while. Look
That's
at the
not the evolution.
evolution.
That's Miss Cruiser. That's
this
just
Y'all
what
is
she
could
who
is.
I,
y'all better
baby,
make me drink
this
some
is who I
lemon
am.
drops.
Y'all just never paid attention. This is who I always been.
Hey,
This is me,
Sassy.
boo.
Sassy. Miss Cruiser thinks she gonna get me to drink them lemon drops.
Oh
Right,
my God.
Sassy?
Naturally, with all due respect, can you just drop down? Because you're confusing me.
Well, I'm sorry you confused. I was talking on a point, and Cruiser said something. And I said something to it.
Jesus,
Listen,
I'm about to drop down because I can't
well,
take it
no,
no
I'm
more.
gonna
All right,
get
Ron.
down. Sorry,
Okay,
Miss Ma'am.
Ronnie Q. Have a good day, Ronnie Q, because I can't take it no more. Love you.
Thank you for coming up, Miss Toby.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
Ronnie, I'm gonna drop
I like
down, and
I
I
like
promise
natural. Ain't that
y'all.
naturally buttered?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
what
gonna get
I
No,
like
down,
me
and I
some.
no,
promise you, I
I like
won't
me
no,
come
some
back.
naturally buttered.
I
no.
won't
G-
come back. I won't come back.
no, don't no. You can. You're
I
always
especially like her with
welcome
a
to
few
come back.
drinks.
That's not
Ronnie,
naturally buttered.
Oh,
that
who is that?
is. Isn't that naturally buttered?
No, I keep saying no, it's not. No, it's
Naturally
not.
Lux Diva.
I'll talk to her
Um,
too.
Ronnie, thank you. Thank you for letting me come up. Let me get down because I didn't think I offended anybody. I try to support people. Every time that lady's in the chat, I add her to speak at her. Listen, you can't make everybody like you, but I'm not welcome. But I will not have anybody make it
You're
seem like I am doing something real bad, and I know I'm not. Because I've only come up,
uh
yeah, I'm not. So,
naturally Lux,
yes,
you're
ma'am.
you're welcome here. You're always welcome. I always, I like our conversations. We have good conversation. So, you and Miss Toby had a little friction, but you're always welcome to hit my link and and talk and because we have good conversations. I appreciate you for coming up as well as Miss Toby.
Thank you, Ronnie Q. Peace and blessings to you and your panel, Sassy Cruiser. Y'all
Girl,
have a
have a
good
lemon
day.
drop
Thank
on
you, Miss
Friday
Ronnie.
night.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Listen, can I say something to QI?
Yes.
QI? No, I ain't gonna offer you to kiss my ass. You might like it. QI, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You every time I'm in the chat, you trying to say something to me because we got on your ass over there in Miss T Velocity because you was over there whining and crying and acting pitiful, but yet you supposed to be this person that's supposed to be bringing consciousness and wokeness and all that shit to us, but your ass is constantly begging and crying and in the state of this and that. Shut the fuck up with me. Okay, go on about your life. Talking about somebody with a puppet master. You want to go down your history, girl, with a puppet master? They didn't
Oh.
have me laid out and flipping me with like a spatula. Shut the fuck up with me. You understand? Go on about your business.
All right, Miss Cruiser. Now you got her together. Now, Miss Cruiser. Um, I'm scared. I gotta make sure I talk to you right, Miss Cruiser. So what do you think about this thing with Brooke and what's going on with her between her and Aisha? Because I was really surprised at that.
Brooke is a lying wonder.
But
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how I know. I hung with Aisha, and Aisha ain't give me no pills. Now, her husband that Brooke say she ain't with no more. I want to know when they broke up. Gave me some Crown Apple. He pulled it right on out his bag. He said, "We're gonna stop buying these drinks. I got me some Crown Apple in this bag." But Brooke is a line wonder, and it just seems like she was upset. She was caught, and she tried to grab to deflect the attention to somebody else. Brooke and Aisha, you know, they have history. In my opinion, Brooke is the reason how Aisha ended up over here at the liquor house. I'm at the beef sector. And so they have history. There was a history with them and a falling out. And it seems that Brooke has never gotten over it.
Well, that's the part that I wanted to say, that when I was going to tell a story, is that, yeah, a lot of people don't know, because Aisha is fairly quiet, you know, and mostly a chatter, is that they do have some history, but albeit 6 weeks. I mean, I know I've been knowing about it for years. So I'm just kind of like, well, whatever kind of history it was deep. And I won't put it off on one or the other. It seems like when they both are riled up, the other one will talk about it or discuss it or give these, you know, veiled threats. This is not the first time. So I was just curious as to, like, I wonder if it was a situation where Aisha put whatever she put in the chat, it just set Brooke off. I'm not saying it's right, but you know, when you know somebody knows you, or when you know they're kind of digging at you, it could appear that it's an innocent comment, but because you guys have that history, then it kind of hits you a little bit harder. So that's why I was just asking.
That makes sense. I can see that. That definitely makes sense. That he's saying, you know, somebody brings something out on her, and she's saying for real.
Right.
When she knows for real. And it's like,
for real.
I know this stuff ain't getting ready to start with me. You know, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Right. That's all I was trying. And then for Aisha to say, no, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm like, but is that disingenuous, or are you playing the game now of like, child, you're going to have to ask her, but I'm asking you, like, so if you know that, you know what I'm saying? Just come, like, because the problem with this story, and a lot of these stories, is like, you guys are talking super fast. I understand you have a life. You can't stay on the link for any amount of time to slow down and explain the story. But all that does to the viewers is continuously makes us confused. We don't know what's going on.
Well, she said she really thought she had a friend in her. She showed me different, and I walked away. That's it, and that's all.
That's contradictory. You just said that's contradictory, Ronnie. She just said that that the friendship was from May to June, and tried to like act like it was a flippant relationship. So now she's saying that. See, so if they think if those two women thought that they were friends, then this is deep.
I didn't even know that they were friends. I was surprised. So you know, they seem like two different type of people. So this is news to me, but that's all she's giving.
And I understand that. I'm not suggesting that they should, because I do think that there's room for all types of people in the beef sector. So Aisha doesn't have to beef if she doesn't want to beef, but I do agree that if you don't want to beef, then I probably wouldn't even put out the veiled threats of beefing. I would just be like, girl, fuck you.
Well, I think that the reason Aisha, Aisha did give up information, but see, like now Aisha put herself in the realm of, well, Aisha, you haven't shown anything, so you could be lying too. But I think that Aisha says something because she knows that Brooke definitively doesn't have what she says she has. So it was nothing off of her to put it out. But see, she got to meet allegations with allegations. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what Aisha is saying, but I probably disagree with the tactic. And no, Aisha, you literally up here said that the relationship was from May to June, insinuating that it was not a serious relationship. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes slowing down and allowing people to ask you the questions will give a little bit more clarity. And I'm not saying you have to do that. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. You can do it like you want to do it, but it does leave the viewers confused. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you did anything wrong necessarily, but the just wanting to hurry up, get it out, and we can't ask clarifying questions, it leaves us confused, because that's what you just said. You literally said it was a May to June romance. And now you're saying that was my friend and she hurt my feelings. That's clarity that I would have needed. Because now
I was close to people in a short amount of time and fall out.
Okay, Cruiser. You know how me and you do. Cruiser, a month-long relationship. Stop the shenanigans.
We not arguing this morning.
I know, but I love you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I mean, I get it, but a month-long relationship.
Well, I don't think she mean technically May to June.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's not fair. That's what she said, though. So now I'm supposed to insinuate that she means something else. She didn't say a May to June romance. I'm saying that. She said, I literally knew her for 6 weeks. That's what she said.
Oh, did she say that?
Yes.
Oh, I missed the 6 weeks. Okay.
Yes, that's what Aisha said. Now, I'm not saying Aisha can't, her feelings couldn't have been hurt. And I'm not saying that she couldn't have thought of her as a friend. But see, that gives us more clarity and depth about their relationship.
Yeah, well, Brooke made the accusation, so Aisha called her on it. Aisha pulled her whole card and said, play it, and made accusations about her. You know what they say, fair exchange is no robbery. So it is what it is. And I don't think either of them are going to come out and show anything. But Brooke is going to continue to mouth off just like she continues to lie and says she has a baby. So, and then get mad at people who says they don't believe her, and then say people are talking about my children and F y'all. I don't believe you have a baby. So is that talking about children? No, I don't believe she has a baby. And then, Brooke turns it into people talking about her kids all the time. How can I be talking about your kid when I don't believe you have a baby? I didn't say anything about your son. Yeah, it's bullshit. Brooke is always on bullshit.
I mean, looking at it objectively, because I definitely I have zero issues with either one of those ladies, like zero issues with either one of them. And I'm not in a position where I met Aisha. So then that's going to have me in a situation where, there's some loyalty. But like I said, just looking at it from outside looking in, the situation was very confusing. I agree with you guys about Brooke. Like, why did you just come out with all these accusations about this girl? Like, why would you do that? And I definitely agree that Aisha can respond however she wants to, because those were a lot of salacious, accusations. Again, I'm not disputing any of that part. I'm just saying, as a viewer, can we get some clarity? Because we're confused. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. So, Miss Cruiser came out here and let everybody know that, she's met the husband. Like, what are you talking about? What year? That was last year, right? When you were doing those fly arounds, Miss Cruiser, meeting people from different states.
Yeah. In the very end of 2022, and since then, I've heard from him. Since then, if there's another man in her house, or she's still married.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is, I want my messy ass want to know, girl, you got somebody else?
Okay.
Teasing.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Any last words for you ladies?
No, girl. This has been good. Let me get in this shower and get ready for this dentist appointment. I'm hoping somebody can keep me entertained today throughout my little routine doctor's appointment. So we'll see. Any predictions on anything that we might be seeing on the streets?
I can't follow. This has been good. Another good Ronnie Q. I can't follow this. This has been a good one. Again. she been hitting it all week. Last week and the week before that.
And Ronnie, can you look in the back chat for me and just, if you're gonna, I don't know if it's just somebody who was asking if you could unblock them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't even know that happened, but I'll take care of
under new management. I'm sorry, honey. I got all of my teeth. This is just routine. It's so interesting. Just a routine dentist appointment with a lot of people that should be taking suit. Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
All right.
It would be a lot more teeth in the
a lot more teeth. Yeah.
QR, you always known I was petty. Don't act like you just know. QR, we go way back 2019. You know I'm petty as hell.
Period. Bye, y'all. It's been fun. I'll talk to y'all later.
I had a ball. Thank you, Sassy. I always appreciate you coming up. Yeah, if they don't know you petty, I don't know what they know.
Where they be?
You petty and you like to cruise.
Exactly. Where folks been? But yeah, it's gonna be juicy. I'm looking out on these streets for Jay and Tracy, and I think Jay did her wrong. I don't understand why Jay don't understand how offensive his mouth is. And then he acting like, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. You know, it's a lot of more interesting things going out on these streets than them guys with the initials and Shakim and all them.
Yeah, and correlate that to his discussion that he had about that pastor who hushed that lady during praise service. I expected nothing less for him to take the opinion that the pastor was right. And you may feel that way too. Did you hear that part of my commentary?
No, I got to go back because I came in. You know, I be waking up kind of. You wake up before me, but so I'm gonna always go back and catch yours after the beginning after. But I agree that hushing her was the right thing to do. I like Spill It Boy take issue with him going on and preaching about it. I think that he could have moved on afterwards.
Oh, I didn't even know he preached about it. I saw him on Tamron Hall, but my position was, if this all was true, that is what the great the great Urshers, that, you know, if he had talked to her in the past about, you know, being a little too loud, he should have had it where the ushers would usher her out, so you know, he can go on if he felt it was disruptive to the service to usher her out. How many times have you seen
Let
people
me ask you this, Roddy
out?
King. Have you ever served as an usher?
No.
I have. And I have gone to leadership and say, look, I ain't going to keep listen, I don't come here to be doing bodily exercise and sweating out my good hair that I just got relaxed yesterday and laid to the side to come down here to church, look cute. And this person is slobbering every week, is slobbering on me, sweating on me, and me sweating out my hair because they acting all wild and flinging and screaming and stuff. Can we do something about this? You know, so, I mean, we caught a bad moment in church on tape. And we all think that we know what we want to do. But until you're in that position where you have, at this point, you have to do something, because he has more members than just her. So she's just screaming and screaming. I mean, every time Spill It Boy played it, I cringed, you know, about, you know, what if you got visitors there for the first time, you don't scare them away. The children, they frightened of church now, you know, it's like, you know, at some point he have to do something, you know, and people had a problem with snapping. You know, yesterday I said when I was on the panel that I know preachers that snap. My husband snaps when he preaches, or he snaps when he praying for somebody. He don't snap to say he's snapping at them, but when he make a point, he'll snap his finger, you know. So sometimes that snapping ain't disrespectful. It's a part, you know, of how a part of their demonstration when they moving and preaching and all that.
And that was one of the points that was, that's what I was like, he snapped his finger at. Yeah, that was one of my points of contention. That snapping the finger and pointing at her, you know, I didn't like any
it's
of
a
that.
bad look, us looking at it and being on the outside. It's a very bad look. But
now somebody in Spill It, I'm sorry, go ahead. What?
But having been gone through stuff like that before, I definitely understand it. I've been in churches before where I say, will they not hush? And the pastor talked to him. Like I said, I gave an example of a lady that's still at the church to this day. She's been doing it since the 90s. You know, that's disruptive.
Now, somebody on Spill It Boys made it. 1 minute, Aisha. Somebody on Spill It Boys made a great point that they all three were out of order. That she thought the pastor was too curt with her. She thought that, you know, if she had been talked to, that she was, you know, she was unmindful of what he had told her. And the third person said that whoever filmed it was out of order because they supposed to have been praising the Lord and not had their cell phone out. So they said all three of them were out of order. I saw that in the Spill It Boys chat. And I agree. Miss Toby?
Excuse me.
Yes. Yes, Miss Toby.
Ronnie Q, this is your panel. Do you think I was rude? Because if I was rude, I will apologize to you.
No,
but I'm not apologizing to her.
No, Miss Toby, you know, it's like that. You know, sometimes people rub each other the wrong way. Sometimes you rub each other the wrong way just one day. It is what it is. And you know, you guys both are welcome up here on my panel, and you guys are both grown women. You know, you both are welcome. I appreciate the commentaries and the comments that you give.
Because she was like,
Somebody's
I've never that's been that rude, like Miss Toby. Let me tell you something. Monica, as long as you know me, wasn't that like mild?
Yes, that was mild.
Okay. That was very mild, right? Because I could have been disrespectful.
You. Yes, for you. Yes, it was.
And I was being very respectful to her because I know what type of woman she is. But I could have been very disrespectful. That was mild for me. Okay, have a good day.
Thank you, Miss Toby. Aisha, you wanted to add something?
Yes. Give me 1 second though.
Now, Miss Toby, so I mean Miss Cruiser, so you and I differ on that. I because you still encompass your church experience. I kind of when I didn't have to go to church, I was like really glad about it. So we have different viewpoints in church.
I got totally burned out on church and just stopped going. And now I go every now and then, and I don't even go to the Pentecostal church anymore. I still consider myself apostolic, but I go down to the CME church, the Methodist church, because it's easier. So I'm feeling you. I'm burned out, but I still love the church, the Black church. I still love it. I understand it. And we are a little different. I'm a preacher's kid and a former preacher's wife, and he wasn't a bad preacher. So I don't have a lot of bad stories, So our experience is a little bit different.
Right. Okay, Aisha, you ready?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, because I did have my baby with me, and the last thing I wanted was her voice on this here application. Yes. So I heard everything that was said though, so I do want to respond. It was only 6 weeks, literally 6 weeks. And I hear what Sassy's saying, but what gets me is Aisha has been the same way since I've been here. I have not changed. Nothing about me has changed. So the fact that in 6 weeks I can consider somebody a friend shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. When I say that girl just woke up one morning and flipped on me and the chat was against me, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? She created a lie because people started to like me. So she needed me out of her group. When I figured out what it was, guess what Aisha did? Deuces. Because I don't have to be in a group. I'm in a whole sorority and I barely see my line sisters. I'm okay with that.
Well, I think that
and I don't hate. It would be different if I hated her, but I don't know how people do that. How people get an affinity for someone, care about them, learn about their family, learn about their kids, hear their children in the background, and then can talk about them. I can't do it.
Exactly, that's a hard. It should be a hard thing.
Yeah, but some people. This
and
is my
I would have never said anything about a video had she not said what she said about an audio. So they can make the narrative however they want to, because in the 4 years I've been here, have I ever been bothered by a narrative? Has it ever made me go in hiding and not? No. I'm 46 years old. So to even hear Natural Lux Diva get up here and say something about they were trolling her, and ma'am, I'm not trolling nobody at 46.
No, she didn't have the whole story. We had to
and
put
I'm
the story
constantly
together.
telling everybody, go back to ODS Live. You will see what was in the chat there. You will see what was started. Did I ask questions? Yes. Why? Because I still care. I don't hate her. I don't want her going through nothing. I don't want her out on the street. Do I think she lied about some things? I'm standing 10 toes down on it. Yup. Because I also know what she told me. So in those recordings, she's going to find what she told me too about her being able to have kids.
Wait a minute now. Every time you talk a little bit more.
Wait a minute now. So I heard.
And so if
When you said that,
if you
hold
have
on,
those
hold
type
on,
of
hold
conversations,
on,
are you
Aisha,
not cool?
Aisha, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So I do think when you said that, somebody had said something about her having had a hysterectomy. So how could she have kids? And I'm not asking you to confirm or deny is that what you're referring to, but I'm just saying that I heard that and I can't remember who said it. So don't quote me. I'm gonna
I
put
can
it like
tell
that.
you. I can tell. I'm not going to go on hearsay. I can tell you. She's told me she can't have any more. And how I know that, and I'm gonna tell her where to go to the conversation for it, because we were talking. This is how close we were about her and her husband, and how the younger child, uh, when they, if you know how grown folks get a little spicy in the daytime and want to play mommy and daddy. That's how they let him know, go watch cartoons or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I said, oh, you're gonna end up with another one, and in that she was like, can't nothing come out of here. So that's what you told me. But again, this wouldn't even be out if you didn't mention me. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm asking you, like, literally, leave me alone. I could see if I hated her. She don't hate me. That's the biggest problem. And then to say you think you got everybody in the beef sector fool, I don't even know everybody in the beef sector.
Now hold on,
I don't even
Aisha.
go to everybody's channel.
Hold on, Aisha. Hold on 1 minute. When she said, "Can't nothing come out of there," was that before the baby?
Yes.
Okay, I
That was
needed to
when I
be
talked to
clear.
her within them 6 weeks from May to June. I actually got the dates written down somewhere because
What
that's
year
how
was that,
much
girl?
this is 2020.
My
2020.
Lord.
But last night on Lemon's platform, she said she has 4 months of tape. How does that add up? Then she said, I only recorded for 1 year. No. Ness, while you hitting this platform to defend her, I pray that y'all don't talk on the phone. Because I assure you, if she did it to me, she's doing it to you. And if you fall out, your shit gonna be out. Because I did
So
nothing to
it's
her.
not.
Nothing to her.
So technically she's not Brooke Valentine University. She's Brooke ZX University. So she records all everybody's phone calls. I mean, I don't know how to even record a phone
It's
call
if
on my
y'all
phone. I
listen
would
to
have
her,
to Google it.
she slipped up so much in Lemon Chat because I caught her off guard. She thought she was in a safe place. She was coaching Shaquem about what his title was going to be. And so Shaquem said he was going to make me the donkey of the day because I didn't play the video. She tried reverse psychology on me because most people didn't see ODS video when she said she was about to put out audio. What I said on Lady Nika's yesterday was a response. It was not a
I
start.
understood that. Yeah, I understood that. Naturally, Lux Diva got that wrong, and we corrected her on that. I
And
was
again,
clear on
I
that.
don't troll nobody. That who got time for that? And I'm not talking about the younger people because they got time for it. At 46, I ain't got time for it. Or the patience. Shit. Yeah.
Okay, I
Thank you,
got
sir.
you.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem. No,
And then
no,
the
no,
thing,
no
the other
problem.
piece to it, let me say this. And this is for the CCs. Because it's not y'all. It's the chat. But the chat need to understand, just because I don't want to argue with nobody all day, but my dysfunctional ass may like watching it all day, don't mean I have to argue with somebody all day. I'm not doing it to my energy. That energy belongs to my child. Me watching this is an outlet. I ain't got to get on here and cuss nobody out. So when people do that, I have YouTube, what is it, Prime? Oh no, that's what is YouTube Premium for family.
Mhm.
For that's $25. So any chat room I enter, they're automatically getting money off me in addition to the view because you get part of my YouTube Premium. Then most people I support by trying to get a membership. So if I'm putting money into a sector, how the fuck am I looking down on it? How do I think I'm better than it? When have I said these things? When have I acted this way? When have I said I'm innocent? When I came on YouTube. Go look at my videos. They're still up, a whole year worth of them. I've always said, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Girl, what you dropping that tea? We learned that today.
Yeah, we learned
I
something
have always said that.
today. You
I don't
you
walk
recycle something
around
in
my
my
city
memory
without
bank.
something to protect me. So I'm not on here
Hello.
without something to protect me. And I didn't do those. I didn't even think to do those recordings again until after I learned she had recordings on me. So that's every time it was a fuck up, baby, I was right there to screen recording. So two can play that game. Like she can let it go or put it out. But either way, leave me alone. Especially if you ain't gonna do nothing. Cause I promise y'all, she put the audios out. The video's coming out. I promise.
So you do believe she has audio of you talking to her, but you're confident they're not going to approve what she said about you.
Absolutely. You want to know why? Because my grandmama raised me with anything you say once, you better be able to say twice. I've always been this way. Always. And I have trust issues, running cute. So as much as I love people, you can only get so close to me. But I don't do things. You're not going to find me calling anybody ugly. I don't talk about aesthetics because I could have a wreck today and my nose, eyes, face could be everywhere. That's not who I am. Ain't nobody seen me do nothing like that. So I'm done defending me. My character speaks for itself. Babe, cut the radio off. My character speaks for itself. I've been in this sector literally since early October, late September of 2020. If y'all don't know who I am by now, you don't need to know. Your loss, not mine. And that
I
I
agree.
mean.
I agree. It's
I'm
like,
big on protecting my peace and energy. Real big.
right. You should be. As you should be. And, it gets to a point where you get sick of arguing with people about dumb things, about,
Yes.
like, I'm not going to come out here and try to prove myself against a lie that you're telling on me. It is just like exhausting. You get people that sit up on panels and just shout out the most crazy things. And of course, you're just like, excuse me. And then you have the whole chat believing this true, and you kind of want to be like, oh, wait a minute, this is some BS. But at some point, it's just like, whatever, I don't care. It ain't true. Go ahead and be like the same thing. Ronnie Q's in a wheelchair. You had so many people believing all of this stuff, and and I'm just like, fuck it. Somebody said your emoji should be the wheelchair in your chat, and it's just like, fuck it, just go with it. Because it's like, it's nothing you can do. As many times as I didn't show myself walking, feet moving, dancing, oh, you in a wheelchair. I get it. I definitely understand what you're saying.
But the thing is, charge me for the shit that I do. Like, whatever I do in the open. So talk about what I do. But other than that, don't just push shit on me just to push shit on me. And even when she was trying to play recordings, she was like, because there was a video of her playing recordings. I got that too, Brooke. That's how I know she has recordings of me, for real. And she was like, oh, she wasn't talking about nothing in this one. I'm going to check the other ones. Oh, she wasn't talking about nothing in this one. Yeah, she think I forgot about that video. But I'm going to tell you how big of a person I am. When she said she was pregnant, I said, congratulations. Because guess what? I don't know. I don't remember exactly why nothing could come out of there. Congratulations. She said it was a girl. That's awesome, because I knew they had boys. Didn't, you know what I'm saying? Didn't even come at her wrong. Nothing. When her husband came out here and dispelled everything, that's when I was like, oh, well, I kind of knew it because she told me, da 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 da.
Ladies, I gotta go. But
chocolate girl for the wrong reason. So no,
ladies,
all on the table.
But Aisha, I don't care how mad we get at each other. God damn it, we staying friends.
Cruiser, and you know this.
I'm messing with you, girl.
No, but not only that,
she should have never tried to come out on you at all. She should have never tried to come out, because I didn't even know she. I mean, now everybody know that at one point she said, "Can't nothing come out of here," and that could mean a lot of things.
Exactly.
But we know most times when a woman of a certain age say that, we know what it really means.
Exactly.
Thank you, Miss Cruiser. Now,
so I gotta. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I gotta go. I was talking while I was riding with my son, But I mean, the last thing that I'm just leaving with is the next move needs to be Brooke's best move. Drop the audio. If you don't have the audio supporting what you're saying, leave me alone. Right here.
All right.
And that's it.
Period.
Thank you for letting me come up, Running Q, and giving me a platform to talk.
You're
Because
more than
my
welcome.
platform is not a beef sector platform, and that does not mean anything bad. I just don't beef. But if y'all want to know about autism, adults with ADHD, how to get through grief, go on over there. That type of stuff is over there.
Well, now we know, because autism is a very important topic, and I'm glad you put that out there. A lot of people don't know what to do, and type in the chat so one of my moderators can drop Aisha's link. And if you need those resources, go over there and check out Aisha, and she will, help you, master these streets of dealing with a child or a sibling with autism, or a family member with autism. So thank you for coming up, Aisha, and don't even sweat it, because you said what you said, period, and we'll just see what happens.
And I mean what I said. I honestly do.
Make sure you type something in the regular chat so we can drop your link, Aisha.
I will. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
I appreciate it.
And for those of you that have spoken up for me, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Okay, bye.
All right, have a great day. Okay, what a beautiful full morning this has been. Hey, Benzo. Hello to everyone who came in that I didn't get a chance to speak to. If I highlighted your comment, in many ways, that was my way of speaking without interrupting people in mid-sentence. Liz, you should get something by Monday. Also, M. Renee, if you're still here, Monday for you. Bates Yaya, Monday for you. And Indigo, Monday for you. So I appreciate all my subscribers. Hit the like button on your way out. The Perfect Pet competition is June 8th. That's a Saturday. And all pets are welcome to enter. We have a beauty contest, and we also have a contest where you have to do commands. So check out my flyer on my community wall, and you can enter one contest or the other, or both. I would like to thank the Sassy Show, for coming up. I appreciate it. I would like to thank Miss Cruiser for coming up. I would like to thank Lovely Love, Aisha, and did I say Naturally Lux? Naturally Lux for coming up, and also Miss Toby. You are all welcome to hit my link and have discussions. I had a great time talking to you ladies, and also the chat. I thank you for your input, helping remind us about things that we may be a little off on, or need a little help with. So I had a great time with you guys today. You can shop my Amazon store. It's not for me, it's for you. I have several different stores in my description block. You go right to the link. Nothing comes to me. Everything goes to you. It's just a few suggestions that I have. Check it out. You can join the membership. All my members, I send out a free thank you gift to all of my members, and I am going to be scheduling my next membership live soon. I really appreciate you guys. I got a message from Sassy in the back. I will take care of that. And yeah, so if you would like to join the membership, please feel free to join the membership, and I will send my thank you gift out to you. Okay, so make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I hope to see you guys on the YouTube streets today. God bless you. Thank you for coming out, and have a great day. All right. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.